it was just Brian going like, "Oh my God, I have so much gold. I don't know what to do with it.
Yes.
I want to throw it overboard." It was beautiful. And then it was funny because there was one thing that I kept asking the party, and then Tom interjects and he goes, "Okay, so 3 things." He goes, "Number 1, this. Number 2, this. Number 3, this." And none of it answered the question that I asked. It was so funny. It was just a bunch of non sequitur. I was just waiting for the answer.
Yeah, right.
He just presented 3 other things that we talked about for a half hour, and then after a half hour, I go, "So, this question," and then you guys were like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Yeah. Right. Like, it's like, yeah, that sounds exactly like what Tom does. Just, here's the thing. Okay, but what about this? It's like, that's fine, but that's not related. Good. This thing then. It's like, all right, we're going there then. We'll figure it out from that point.
Just before I forget to bring this up, because TJ did put this potions and spell scrolls and stuff there, one thing that I frequently think about would be great to have access to, and I don't know if anybody has it, is the knock spell. So having a knock scroll would be really helpful in certain circumstances, because it could just open a door for us when we can't open it any other way.
What are you talking about? D&D is known for always unlocking blocked doors.
Wait, I thought that was axes were for. You just open it, by hitting it a bunch of times.
That's when we all turn into giant monkeys, pick up the temple shrine to an old god, and then smash our way through TJ's dungeon.
Listen, it's worked in the past.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong.
What's the worst that can happen? We all turn into giant monkeys? There's no way that he's going to let a bunch of giant monkeys run around Chult for no apparent reason. Because this is what we're going to do.
I have to say that there was a little bit of irony and a lot of satisfaction in the fact that the flightless Birdman turned into a dinosaur last week. That was great.
A dinosaur that had a big head, little arms, and couldn't move.
Yeah, it was tough to clamp.
I don't understand. All of God's creatures lived at the same time, so I don't really get it.
Yeah, until some of them were, chosen to be eliminated by Noah. Just like, nah. We're not dealing with that one.
The dinosaurs got raptured, and the rest of us got left behind. That's just it.
Right.
Okay.
After with the unicorn.
Steve.
And then even though we had spread out from Adam and Eve, we then brought it back to one family to populate the earth again. So we are very inbred, according to the Bible.
I mean, that could explain a lot when you look at what's happening in the world. Just saying.
Yeah, good point.
So you guys are still at the heart of Uptow. We're heading back to the port, right? That's going to take about 2 days.
So last week we dealt with the floating heart, and you said that wasn't the giant thing on the horizon? The giant thing on the horizon?
It was.
I spoke on that. It was.
Something, however, it was, I interpreted it as that, whether or not he had said it directly, but then we clarified it after that. It's like, oh, no, that was. It's like, oh, okay. I thought we had another giant fucking thing in the sky to fly to after this one. But it's like, oh, okay. All right. So we're good. I mean, if it's... So, I mean, all right. So, what are we reporting in?
The heart is free of an evil overlord? Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps the heart has been freed of the evil necromantic influence of whatever the hell that thing was?
Well,
There was something about wizard Nazis.
yeah, I'd taken some notes on the patrols. So
Oh, right, because it was the Thay. And I was the one who remembered it, too.
Nanny Poo Poo's dead.
shit. Yeah. No, that obviously we're gonna go and be like, hey, what's up? We're amazing. The only thing that I heard at the beginning was it's gonna take 2 days, and by then I will have my exhaustion back. And it's like, well, if we're about halfway, my exhaustion will be gone by the time we get to the other place, so we could just move on. But no, that's right. It's the fucking what are they called? I just said it. The Thay. The Wizards of Thay. So it's like, alright, yes, so let's report this to Portney and Zaru, and then make it quick and be on our way if possible.
Okay.
I believe that would be the correct course of action, yes.
All right. Iku mentions that we are at the halfway point. We're halfway to Omu. So
Is
Yeah, we
she?
need to
Does
go
she
back.
have any objections?
no.
Okay.
She's fine with it. If it's better that we be prepared. So if you need to resupply or fill in anyone at the port, I better do it now. And then as soon as we're there, I'm not sure if it's going to be as easy to go back to port.
Yeah, we might want
Yeah.
to just go back, report about Nanny Poo Poo to the princes, and then reconvene and then head on out. It might be a good idea to just make sure we have enough
Well,
supplies.
It
The,
might
Yeah,
be,
princes
absolutely.
Didn't really care about Nanny Poo Poo.
Yeah, no. It's the Thay that
Okay.
we're gonna be. I mean, we can say it, but it's also like, okay, that was payment.
I do.
It's like
think
we don't care if you had given the other lady 1,000 gold. You don't have to report that to us.
I do think that we also probably want to grab some, if at a minimum, just some basic healing stuff. Like even if they're just simple healing potions, just for emergencies.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with that. What are we thinking for potions? Because we've got a good chunk of gold.
So I currently, in my inventory right now, I currently have.
Eric, what do you have in the background there?
What do you mean?
Picking
Oh,
up everything.
yeah, my buddy's watching King of the Hill.
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
it through the
okay.
TV and
Propane
through your
and propane
computer.
accessories.
And my computer.
Okay, right. Cocaine and cocaine accessories. Perfect.
So I have a scroll of water walk, a potion of fire breath, a scroll of comprehend languages, and of course, a magic pirate captain eye.
Okay. So you guys start.
All right. So how many
to
people
make it
do we
back to port.
have?
Where are you landing?
All right. So we have we have 5 people, right? One, two, three,
Wait,
four,
for
five. Yeah.
TJ's
Yes.
question, should we land like out here, like just outside of like the Prince's Palace area to not, set off the guards or anything?
All right. I'm gonna give everyone 1,000 gold.
Holy macaroon!
I'm gonna take 4,000 off of like the total that we have, but that way you guys have a chunk of change.
And TJ, are you gonna need us to roll for anything, or can we just buy from the prices that you put?
I mean, if you want to try to roll for, to barter or anything like that, you're welcome to. It's just, let's see. You just get here. It's 2 days later. Let me make sure that I have the right counter for the day. Right.
Where do I put in how much gold I have?
It's been
Inventory.
It's officially been a month of in-game time.
Nice, I was so broke. 1,000 gold.
Yes.
Add. Flush with cash. I will spend like 100 gold at the local whorehouse. Mark that. I don't know why whores aren't listed on the
On the list that
On
was
the magic
Yeah.
inventory,
right.
there's still more things.
Yeah, magic horse.
Well, they don't have to be magic.
Cores
Well,
and
maybe
whores.
for
Well,
100 gold.
that's
they
why
should be.
exactly.
Alright, I mean, if you guys want to roll some initiative right now, just to. Let me see.
Border.
See if we can get your icons out here.
My lifestyle is squalid.
By
Live in a
choice.
leaky stable,
Sounds right.
a mud-floored hut just outside of town, or a vermin-infested boarding house in the worst part of town. You have shelter from the elements, but you live in a desperate and often violent environment. Places with disease, hunger, and misfortune. Yeah,
That sounds right for both parts of your character.
yeah. There's even more.
So where is that? Is that in the description?
I don't know where I found that. I just literally clicked on something and I was like, "You live in squalid." And I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
okay."
But where are you reading it off of on your character?
Yes,
I don't know. That's the
description.
mystery.
Oh, okay.
You're in the description tab, right?
Description.
Which tab?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. But all right, cool. I'll
maybe.
Brian, I
jump
need
in.
initiative, and.
Oh, and I didn't get
Yep.
many
Oh, yes, of
initiative.
course.
Just so we
Oh,
can-
nice.
Alright.
Oh,
There you go.
well, I would have had a long rest
Yeah.
to get rid of my exhaustion, right? All right, cool.
Yep.
And recover one. Confirm.
And Brian, what are you getting for initiative?
Hold on, I'm on my shitty computer. I just clicked it and it's like not even going.
Okay. I have a die here if you want me to roll that.
Hold on, let me. It's not showing up at all, and oh, it's
Oh, it got there.
A lot are showing up. We're gonna go with
Sorry.
21.
Yeah, whatever the first one is.
Alright. Well then that leads
Sorry, it's incredibly slow.
that leads you on
No
what
worries.
you know. As you all get back, Artis and Dragonbait are not going to be leaving the airship, and they also want to make sure that we have some place that's kind of, try to come in unseen. Just because if they're here, there's many different groups that if they knew he was here, they'd be after him. Let's see, Iku will cast a spell of non-detection on Artis, just in case anyone's trying to find him with some divination magic. And I think that they can hold down the airship. And then if anyone wants to stay there on the airship, they're welcome to. Or if you guys want to just run out and let me know what you do, and we'll start with Brian. Where are you going in the town? And are you guys sticking together, or are you just running off doing your own thing?
I'll just be buying my things, I think. I mean, if someone wants, I probably shouldn't be the person to tell these people that about
What
whatever
about your
the.
whorehouse?
Well, yeah, I'll hit that too. Hit whorehouse first. And then I just want to get my. I don't know. What do we have? I'll just get some things, I guess. Definitely want some of the frenzy potion if I can get any of that. I don't know how much that was.
Alright, you show
Well,
up.
some of these other
and
things you have
pick
up here look pretty good.
a poisoner merchant, and you ask for the frenzy potion, and he gives you a couple different options, and he goes, "So how strong do you want this?"
As strong as it gets.
Strong as it gets. Alright,
Maximum
well,
concentration.
per dose, that's gonna be about 300 gold.
What the fuck? What's the cheaper one?
Well, the cheapest one we have is 50, and then we have a couple different options. We have 100, 250. This is all per dose.
And this is and what's the difference? I guess how strong it is.
Yeah. So, mechanic-wise, you're going off of the DC. So the last one that you had, it was a DC 12, and that was 50 gold. But if you want it to be really strong, then it's going to be very concentrated and it's going to be more expensive. So it might work better.
Okay, let me decide how I want to spend my 1,000 gold because I spent 100 on the Hoors.
All right. I recommend just going with one because you're going to have like a lot of frenzy potion in your inventory of differing DC. So I would try to make it all like one.
Just one type.
Try to, if you would, like if you're looking for a DC
I'm just gonna get
15,
10 of the 50 gold one. I'm gonna get 10 of the 50 gold one.
All right, so
That's half
500
my
gold.
gold. Yeah. And at 50 gold, that would be 500 gold.
Yeah, there you go.
So 500. I got 500 to play with.
I saw that you already have it in your inventory, and then you can just bump that up to 10 uses.
Okay, cool. Want to get Potion of Invisibility. Just gonna blow all my money. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
down to
I
320.
had a feeling that was going to happen immediately too. Like, everyone has 1,000
I'm gonna
gold.
get 2
All of this
potions
money
of
is
healing.
gone.
Okay.
What else are we supposed to do with it? We can't take it
I mean-
with us.
Exactly.
I know. Ask Glusk.
Oh, gross.
Down to 220.
Too soon.
There are
Um,
other items that Tom asked
can
for
I
that I
can I use the
looked up.
scrolls even though I'm not like a magic person? Oh, I don't think I have enough for any of them anyway.
You can try. It might fail, but
Might
you can
fail.
definitely.
Oh, then forget it. I'll just get more potions. Got 200 left. Sorry. I'm gonna get another one of invisibility.
They can be handy.
And is there any way I can haggle on getting one more healing? 'Cause that would just use up my money. Oh, actually, I think I have 50 gold exactly left after all of that. I had like 1,115 maybe. Let me see. Maybe it's less than that.
So 2
If not-
potions of invisibility and then 3 potions of healing.
Yes,
three
and then my
potions.
10, 50 gold, whatever's. And I'll just do that under inventory. Manage inventory.
Yep.
Alright, cool. And then, let's see. The Frenzy's a custom one, right?
Yeah, Frenzy's custom, but there was already one in your inventory, like in the pouch or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it earlier.
So you can
yeah,
just add to
bump
it.
that up. Yeah.
Okay, add to, I don't know, equipment.
Yeah, I don't think that part matters. Like backpack versus equipment.
It's all the same shit.
Right.
It's supposed to
And then-
be. You're
Ooh,
supposed
yes,
to have like
what?
a certain amount of containers, and
Free healing.
it's like how do you carry things, and they're trying to make it more legitimate, so that you have like 80 backpacks on you or something.
One,
Yeah,
it's-
and then like
they're trying to
here's the
make it
stuff
more
that you can
realistic.
access quickly.
2.
Like I get it,
Right.
but like I didn't know which was which, and like I was
3.
also like, yeah, I can
I'll
get
just one
it.
of my equipment. Okay, 3 potions of healing, 2 of invisibility, and then the rest was 10, whatever it is, and then it's 100 gold on Whores, and that's it.
All right.
You're the best whore.
All right. Let's see if you can get into the whorehouse. Let's do a
Sure. What do they need?
let's do a straight charisma roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Persuasion.
Not even
Persuade?
persuasion. He's not even speaking yet, and the bouncer's there, and it's
They
like
see me coming up in
Alright,
my
like-
scorpion armor.
I can only
Coming
think
up
of
in your-
Frank walking into the art show.
Right.
Hello?
Frank, this,
Yeah.
well, this is his,
Did you
like,
say I needed
this is his place.
it's the charisma.
charisma?
Charisma
Oh, thank
roll.
you. I'm sorry. Ooh, it's only a +1.
Yeah, but
Did it go through it all? No.
no, it's coming. You have mega advantage.
I have mega advantage.
No, this guy's like, hey, bud, no, you can't come in here.
Then I'm gonna. What if I just like flash 100 gold real quick and be like, "Does this change your mind?"
Hey, I want to take it, but then you're gonna put us out of business. Listen, we don't have anyone that can handle your.
Oh no,
I'm
you don't
sorry.
understand.
You poison
Hey,
our
you don't
ladies.
understand. The tail is removable. I can share.
It's not the tail.
I'm gonna
alright?
start to
It's-
take the tail out.
you gotta move along. I don't know what to tell you. Have you tried Grung Lung Dung?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
It's just a different place. You know, you're gonna just poison our women. We have to
I
keep
won't
this place
poison
open.
anyone. What do you mean? You don't have any grung back there? Not even one?
Not one. Not one. No.
What races are resistant to poison? Is there a race that's resistant to poison? A tiefling? Maybe. Kind of into that thing.
I mean, all right. You might get the one, and you're gonna.
There
get
you
this
go.
much
100 gold.
Well, you know, you're gonna give it to me. What are you gonna pay the ladies?
If I give you 10 gold and give them 90,
That doesn't seem fair.
how much do they take? I don't know. This is more than I pay. How much does a
With
tiefling need?
he's asking for 50 at the door, and then another. He's gonna take all of it, but it's gonna be 50 for the guy just to let you through the door.
Okay, deal.
All right.
Fair.
All right. So that's where Locke will be, and then we go to Nevis. Nevis, what are you up to?
Thank you. Thank you,
God.
Mr. Bouncer.
I've been in fucking Hyrule for over a month. I have not thought about what I need to do for this character.
So you're already in the whorehouse. You greet Locke as he walks in.
No.
They just let him in. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Right this way, sir.
Hello. I'm a cleric. I speak with gods.
Oh, right.
Of course they're
Of
gonna let me
course.
in.
Of course.
Can I blip until I figure out what I wanna do?
Sure.
Sweet. So I blip. Bidoof blips me.
Flip. All right. Weldy. Mr. Weldy Face. Are you picking up propane?
And propane accessories.
Eric is reading.
Eric, I'm gonna look over at your side to make sure you're not sleeping. I can see you through the hole in the wall.
I don't want to find out what the hole in the wall is for.
I was also confused. He's at a whorehouse. Was that figurative? I don't know.
Right.
No,
Now he's just
in Maine.
projecting. Okay.
He got coerced thinking that he'd be playing Magic, and he ended up moving a rock.
Very heavy rock too.
That was extremely.
So, I sent a message about the stuff I was looking for before. Back at the floating island. Not sure what I had. In terms of now I have money, I was going to be looking for a couple things. Would I be able to purchase a Goggles of Night?
Goggles of Night. I think what kind of merchant that would fall under. Let's roll a D100. See if you can find something similar to that here.
Be right back, lads. I'm grabbing a beer.
D100. Let me see.
Beefs, plants, fruit wine, gemless jewelry. What would you say? Wakanga? Because of magic?
Yeah, maybe like an enchanted item. Yeah, you find a merchant that that has this.
Okay.
Okay, you approach, and I guess that you're asking how much for it, and that's gonna be 1,000 gold.
That seems a lot of money for a thing that's usually 200 to 500 gold.
No, it's I have like a list of different
Schultz
things in
place
here,
place.
and it's in the DMG 100 to 500 gold, but in the sane price it is 1,500. So 1,000's pretty good.
Okay. All right. I'll think about that. The other thing is I want to create a guardian emblem on my shield.
A guardian emblem. What kind of effects do you want on that? Is that just is there any like,
crits a day?
What?
Guardian emblem. It negates 3 crits a day.
It prevents 3 crits a day, yeah.
Why would you get that?
To help the party.
On
Like
you. Or on
Hey.
someone else.
Yeah. No, so the
Not-
emblem is something.
Not I get a crit and then he negates it.
Yeah.
I'm confused because you're already like immune to critical hits.
But it's
Can you give it to others?
You or a creature within 30 feet of you.
That's cool. Is that a reaction? It has to be.
It just has
Just-
3 charges.
Oh wow.
Huh.
And so it has to be for a cleric or paladin, but the whole thing is it's a holy symbol that's built into the shield itself. Like you're putting a seal, it's emblazoned on it. You attach it to the, like you take this symbol and you put it onto, you know, a shield. Or suit of armor. But technically I could have it like part of me, I guess, because I'm a walking piece of armor. But I want to know what I would need to do to create that.
Humble brag.
Okay, Alphonse.
You're just jelly.
Cost of equivalence.
Fusion.
That was funnier than I thought it would be.
Remember, I used to have that. I had a shirt with Al's the blood seal on it, and people were like, "Why do you have a Star of David on your shirt?" Understand?
The waxing moon, dum dum.
Yeah.
With that, there are different churches around here, but I don't think there is someone who can assist you with that.
Even though I'm a paladin myself.
It's like, oh, you're trying to like perform
Yeah.
this
I'm
yourself.
trying to perform it myself.
So what are you just getting the materials for it?
Yeah, I was thinking just getting the materials. I mean, what do you have to do? Bless a symbol.
That okay, it requires attunement. No, I'm gonna say no to this item.
Okay.
That is
Boo.
that is too overpowered.
I respect the call.
I already
It's-
gave you like immunity to critical hits for yourself, but to like give that out in general, like if you just had that, maybe.
Don't be
but,
difficult, Eric.
But that is too much. Like it's not even like if you do this after you use 3 charges, it will be gone. It can't be like all the time. It's just never gonna show up. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
or it's
what it
just
does is
never
it-
gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah. So you can do something, but it will fade. It won't have recharge.
Okay. Yeah, I'd do something that was a temporary, like, and just so it's at least something that can be prevented if there's an issue. I guess, yeah, the goggles of night. Goggles of night. I'll snag.
All
Since
right.
I'll need that. So I'll mix 1,000 gold.
Now you have
and the
that dark
goggles of
vision.
night. What?
Nice. Eric, welcome to Team Never Save.
Well, Ali is saying, well, I don't have dark vision, so I'm going into a cave.
You are on character too. You might as well ball out.
Yeah. And then we go to J4 unless there's anything else that you want to do, Weldy.
No, the only thing was, what roles do I have to do to create that? Just the temporary 3, the temporary guardian emblem.
All right. So this would be something I think you would need help with. Symbol or deity.
And who better to help than your sensei?
I mean, if Gus wants to go along with you, you can. I mean, you do have a cleric in the party that might be able to assist with this. You get a symbol of Beiduf on here. Unless, like, is there any particular god that you're trying to represent? Do you follow
Well,
one?
I mean, I'd be representing my own god. You know, my
who's
faith is the faith of Auraria.
And that's kind of where I'm stuck because I don't know if that same faith would be here, but let's do a religion check. See if you can make this symbol.
Well, that was awful.
Yeah, you take some metals, some powdered silver, and start to make these symbols over your shield, and you have a symbol. It just isn't an effective guardian emblem.
So nothing, correct?
Nada. Yeah.
Oh well. Did I get any information off of any of the items in terms of creating more pieces of the map? Because I figured I'd be looking as we were traveling back to Chult.
Yeah, we can review some of those. A lot of these, they're spread out in all directions. A lot of them have lost contact. You can see that they've lost a lot of red wizards to this journey, or to the search, and
Were the
there's-
doodles in a language only Weldy could understand?
no, those were in common, and those were from the Lich's reports on the different parties that were sent out from the heart, expanding up. They found the port. Even if you're around here, you might even see some red wizards in the port. But a lot of parties went into different regions, and they're showing up there like they don't know where Omu is. And some have just not checked in. There's a lot of parties that were recorded, and they're kind of lost to Jolt.
Okay.
When we go back to the map, I can see if there's anything else I can reveal that there might be a report on, but besides that.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I guess healing potions won't really do much. I might buy another water skin or two, and then fill them up and call it a day.
Okay. Alright, that's good. And you also have some texts that are in old Omuin. And then so does Nebis. He has those as well. You have these, but you can tell that they're in a strange language. And as you were coming here, you realize that this must be like an old Umman language. And then we go to J4. J4. What is
pretty simple? J4 is going to purchase a scroll of knock. He's going to purchase 2 greater healing potions, 1 standard heal potion, and buy some extra rations.
All right. Okay. Alright, and then that was all. You already handled that, the pricing with that?
Yep, so 500 for
Perfect.
knock, 300 for the 2 greater, 50 for the standard, and I think it was like 3 silver for 5 or 6 rations, whatever it was, so I already did it.
Okay. And then... Alright. Just, let me look at those items. Boots of riding and springing. Let's see. That one is listed as 5,000 gold for boots of riding and
5,000.
springing.
Okay, that's out.
That's what it says here on this source. Rope of mending. Maybe there's something I can find here that's easier. Cloak of protection. Cloak of protection. 3,000. Pipe of smoke monsters. I don't even know. Let's see if this is on this list. Pipes of smoke monsters. That's 50 gold.
Oh.
While smoking this pipe, you can take an action to exhale a puff of smoke that takes the form of a single creature. A dragon, a flump, a frogmoth.
Oh, flumps are the best.
Loses shape. Yeah, I guess this is just
You just take a
can
big
create
rip of the
illusions.
bong
Yeah.
and you breathe out a
exactly.
dragon. No
Yeah.
problem.
And then
People do it all the time.
mending. Rope. Rope of climbing, rope of entanglement, rope of mending. This one's also 50 gold.
Okay. Then I will grab one of each of those, and then I'm gonna get 8 healing potions. And
So you're getting pipe of smoke monsters, rope of mending, and then healing put, like just those 2 things, right? Are you doing
Yep.
cloak of protection?
I am not yet. I should. I mean, I all that keeps coming to mind is I shouldn't have given them all money, and then all that comes to mind when I'm starting to say that is Dave Chappelle or Chappelle Show with Rick James. It's like they should have never given. So, no, not yet on that.
All right.
So just that, and I'm spending 500 gold for the potions and each of the silly items.
All right.
Gus, do you think it would be worthwhile for you to have a potion of invisibility too? Just to like be able to like, you know, step out and then step back in?
Oh, he's gonna blow fat clouds.
I'm
pipe will never see him.
right.
Well, that's not an offensive action, so he could be invisible and blow smoke monsters onto the field.
Some people might consider that offensive.
Fair, but I don't think that that spell itself is an attack spell.
Honestly, the first thing I would do was just go into opening the gate of life rather than.
Okay.
So it's like, it's not even anything that really set. I mean, that was a game changer, honestly. But it's like, I'm always like, okay, now I need 3 days of recovery. Carry me back to the ship.
Carry on, my Omu sons.
Alright, so
That's a classic here.
Yeah. I'm surprised I got no response from Eric on that, but okay.
He's muted. He's on the floor
Alright.
laughing.
What about me?
M. Lamau.
Not you, Brian. There.
Oh, I was muted as well.
All right.
And
Okay,
rope
so you handled the healing and everything else was good.
Yeah, I think at this point it's just like I wanted to get that stuff real quick. Even sending someone else to do that, because I know I want to make sure to report in and get back to the ship as quick as possible. I'd like to talk to, if I could, I'd like to meet with Wakunga. Very briefly, unless all the princes are available.
J4 definitively doesn't want to meet with the poison lady again.
It's not. Okay.
Well, I believe the last time she was like, you should come to my house, and by that it was implied so I can murder you. And J4's like, no, I'm good. I don't need that.
Oh, you're talking
Not
about
necessarily murder, but
She
talking
definitely
about
wanted a piece of you, but not in a
Discipline.
good way.
Yeah, there was nothing good about it.
Was she? I think she was the insect
Why does that-
repellent one, not the poisoner lady.
Yeah, I
it
think
was the
it was.
other
I
one.
think you're right.
that one was mad at Eric.
Was it
Might
this
have been the
lady?
same one.
I think
No,
it
there
was
was no one mad at me.
No, there was there was someone mad at Glusk.
It was definitely that lady. That was the lady that was like, you should come to my pavilion or whatever.
Right.
No, she was mad
Yeah.
at Brian.
No,
No, she
Brian got dealt with because he was
Easy to
smuggling
point the
poison.
finger at me, isn't
No,
it,
someone
Eric?
tried to
I
hit on
No,
one of
Eric,
the
I know.
and it didn't work out well.
I think most of the people have found me charming so far.
The only house I went to, I was actually respected on things. Someone else was teaching about poison, but I was all right.
The old guy is dead now. You're
Yes.
boxy box heads.
But when we were actually in the meeting, you mentioned something about like a stronger bug repellent,
Bug repellent,
and then
that's what
she
it
got
was.
offended.
She got very upset, and I was
Oh.
like, "That's not what I meant to do." And then she was like, "You should come by and we can test bug repellents or something." And then I rolled an insight, and it was like, "Yeah, you should come by so I can murder you." And I was like, "Nope, I don't want that."
Yeah. Weote. Weote is the one that
Sounds
she
familiar.
definitely said that to you.
Yep.
Uh,
That's why I don't want to go back into the council of
He
princes.
is the merchant of fruit, wine, ale, Taj, oil, perfume, and insect repellent.
I thought I had stumbled on a good idea.
Such a
and
combo.
apparently- It was not. Yeah. Does this beer
Yes.
taste funny to you? Yeah, we put the insect repellent in the beer so that,
So as you burp, you're
It-
actively
you're
you're actively propelling the bugs away
debugging
and
the area
resetting.
around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We are
If this happened to you,
forward-thinking
you're
here.
enjoying a beer, and then all of a sudden, bug bites. How do you solve this? Funny you should ask.
Are your
Ah.
mosquitoes too
You have me on the
bitey?
edge of my seat.
Sounds like a absolute win to me.
Although I love bugs, so I don't know.
Yeah, but mosquitoes.
Everyone hates mosquitoes.
Ticks.
Um.
I mean,
Ticks.
so-
Ticks is a
technically
good one.
ants, but yeah.
Okay, so and then
Fleas?
Nebus, one more time, just before. Well, everyone is doing their own thing before actually reporting in. I think if you guys are going to come back as a group, we'll figure that out right
Everything's
after.
So goddamn. Everything that like would be helpful is so goddamn expensive.
It is.
Yeah.
TJ, this was the dude that was in charge of animal racing, right? And that's the guy that was pissed because Jeffrey Plates did so well.
Yeah, he's in charge of training all the merchant prince of animals. Flying monkeys, flying snakes, flying anything. For messages and yeah. His name Ifan.
I want to drink your blood.
Yeah. Ivana Sakalot.
I
Ivan
guess
Taroa.
It was hump a lot, TJ.
Ivana Humpalot. That's what it is. Thank
I
you.
want to hump a lot, yes.
At least you got it. You got it, Brian. So what are you doing with your 1,000 gold?
I guess an amulet of the devout.
Let's see if we can find that. Wrong way. Amulet.
Eric, I do have access to the dark vision spell. So
Ooh, fun. Well, I figured it would be better to have people with spell slots than to
you
have
can-
1,000 gold.
when you brought up night goggles, I was thinking the same thing. And then when you said when that 1,000 gold was said, I was like, let's make sure I've got dark vision. Okay, I've got it. So
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
So expensive.
Roll
It's-
a D100.
it's chill, baby.
Ugh. The fucking islands. Always harder to get shit on.
Except by the dinosaurs.
Or the sea dragon turtles, or whatever they are.
Yeah, that is enough. You find one amulet of the devout. It's a +1, and that price is 500 gold.
Wait, the amulet of devout is that much?
500 gold.
It's usually 1,000 for a +1.
I thought it was over 2,000 for one.
You're thinking a +2 and 3.
Ah.
Let's see. This is labeled as an uncommon, and there's no price listed for this one. I have like several price resource things. This guy made like a spreadsheet of all of these, and the
I looked
one
at-
I have here is 500.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, I didn't even ask because I thought it was going to be too much money.
Yeah, I checked Natasha's blue book on that potion, and that just doesn't add up to me.
What's the VIN number on that potion?
Where do you get off charging these prices?
It's chill prices, baby.
Oh,
Wait,
Is my amulet Voodoo's head? Did I get super lucky?
I don't know if you would
It's just a
find it
chain
of
with Voodoo.
Badoof here, but you could definitely alter it a bit to make it in line with your god for sure. You can try to do something similar to what Eric did,
What
which
about
was get more resources and then alter its appearance. See if that will help.
Sorry. I thought that was going to be all my money. So there's one more thing I'd like to look for. I don't think I'll have enough for it. Where is it? Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, I think it's called.
Wonder, is that uncommon?
I believe so.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Oh, yeah.
That is expensive for a uncommon item. Ah, because it brings your strength score to 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's even more expensive than the amulet
Like
Tom was
800?
asking about. It is 8,000.
I had never heard.
8,000?
I had never heard
8,000
about.
listed here.
I'd
Yeah,
never
that
heard
sounds
about
right.
that amulet before today when I was like, let's find some
The-
cool items. And,
The amulet of health was listed as 5,000 on this one that I
yeah,
have.
amulet of health raises your con to a 19. Just you wear it, you attune to it, 19 con. Like, awesome.
Straight away. Yeah.
A lot of these are underpriced. Like it really sucks that when they released the DMG, they're like, we had no one on gold economics, like not one person. We just
Yeah.
gave you this huge ass range. There's just nothing, and then so there's a bunch of fan made stuff, and
And that can
and
vary
it's
wildly.
outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I don't know what these stand for, but there's Sane, which is 8,000, and then there's DMPG. I don't know what that is, but then they're like 450. I'm like, that's less than all the other resources. I don't know.
Google, I was looking at a Google doc and it was saying 800.
800.
Yeah. Either way, I wouldn't have enough after the amulet. They had the amulet listed as 1,000. So
Yeah. So there's that.
TJ, is
you have
there
the
any
amulet?
way? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if there was any way I could find something where I could punch with a +1.
Hand wraps or bracers, +1 bracers.
There is something, and I came across.
oh, can I upgrade my mace?
I think there is currently an unused Mace of Fear.
There is.
Mark.
Yeah.
If you wanted to grab that.
I'll use it in Gloost's name.
Here you go.
Yep.
Rename it the Mace of Glusk.
Mace of Gloosk. There we go.
Fear of Gloosk.
Gives up Glusk fear orbs.
Yeah, the last parting breath. Why now?
It's just
man.
pulsing out with like a orange gloop.
This is gonna
That's
be
the
a
fear
big range. Just roll a d20, Kevin.
D20. Roll it. Yeet.
Do you mean Mace of Terror?
That's it.
TJ?
That's it. Mace of Terror, yeah.
Okay.
There's also beads of prayer or something. Prayer beads.
Well, that Mace of Terror is my third attunement, so.
Gotcha. Let's see.
You know what you should get, Kevin, is the Eldritch Claw Tattoo.
Eric, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth right now. How dare you take this away from me? Yeah, Eric is 100% right. He stole it. He's good.
I can't take all the credit. I thank Senor Google and D&D Bot.
I was gonna mention this. I found this actually a while ago, and I was gonna save it for this moment. So you come across a strange merchant that doesn't seem to fall under the rest of the merchant princes, because it's definitely a foreign merchant here who is a tattoo artist. And he has a couple different designs, but let's see, with an uncommon tattoo. Let's see. If you have space for half a limb, or if you want to shave your head and put this on your scalp, you definitely can.
Right on the ass cheek.
Right over the face.
The ass cheek down to half of the down to half your hamstring. It needs to take up
That's
half
a good
your leg
button tattoo.
entirely.
I think that's a good button.
You know,
It'll go great with your cherub, in the heart.
What about the Blood Fury tattoo?
The
That one gets
Eldritch
over.
Claw. If you want that, you can look up that, and that is going to be 500 gold. Which I feel like it should be more.
I still
That's-
have 500 left over. So
And then blood. Would you say?
The
I
Blood
said,
Fury
if Kevin's
tattoo.
short, I still have 500 left over.
Ooh.
I have some leftover money too if we need to pitch in.
Party funds.
Oh no, I've got the money.
Son of a bitch.
He's got all the money. He only
Right.
gave us spending money.
Exactly.
He gave us our allowance.
Although
He
it's
gave us our
I
allowance.
gave a good chunk because it's like, it's not like I'm loaded at the moment. But it was like, yeah, we have money. Here you go.
Blood Fury tattoo is 32,000 gold.
Holy shit! I'll go for that one.
It is a legendary tattoo.
I was saying those are the two. I like to think that those are the only options that he even provides. This one and this fucking one.
Wait, are there hand wraps or bracers available that he could get? Because that should be the cheaper option.
The tattoo has 10 charges and it regains all expended charges daily at dawn. While this tattoo is on your skin, you gain the following benefits. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend a charge to deal an extra 4d6 necrotic damage to the target. You regain a number of hit points equal to the necrotic. Oh my god, and if I'm hitting like 40 times a turn.
It's so great.
Alright, guys. Alright. Now that I know this, we're like, there's a reason that I'm pooling the money. We're trying to get $32,000 or 32,000 gold so I can get this tattoo. It's gonna skyrocket our DPS collectively. Alright, I really like this plan.
We'll just do side quests till we get 32.
Right. All right, someone look up the best
We should do
side
Cursed
quest. This has
Tattoo
become
Artist.
Skyrim. Best side quests gold wise. How are there infinite glitches for gold in Tomb of Annihilation? Do we know?
You're looking for exploits.
Catch
You wanna
Right.
pull up, like,
Is it
spiffing
did
Brit?
I was gonna just say, did the spiffing Brit do anything on Tomb of Annihilation? TJ can't even fucking do anything. We can get money from the guys coming into town. He can't stop it.
Well,
So,
did we collect a debt?
Wait, what are you doing?
What?
What do you mean?
What?
Stop saying what?
say what again?
Say what? You say what more?
You're gonna make a new fucking character pretty soon.
Weldy, more like Daddy. Come on, moving on.
All right, so this is going This is going up my left arm, like the tattoo that I'm getting, the Eldritch Claw, and then when I get the other one, that's gonna go on my right arm.
That you're gonna need 2 limbs and your torso.
You just
Okay.
So the bigger,
your right leg, right arm, and your torso. You're good.
Yeah,
well,
that'll just be the right side.
yeah,
It's clear.
yeah, we'll figure it out. So where's the Eldritch tattoo going? The Eldritch Claw?
My left
Your
arm.
left arm. All right, it takes
Yes.
up on your forearm or your.
It's half the arm. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know. Maybe the upper.
Upper. All right. So that way you can still maintain your 9 to 5.
Exactly.
They're not going to kick you off your desk job.
I mean, not until I'm more serious with this sort of stuff, and then once I get the other one, it's like basically a face tattoo at that point. But
Oh, can I
that
go?
that being said, I then put on my big fucking green one-piece suit and stretch it all the way to my wrists and ankles, so everyone is none the wiser, except for the tattoo artist and me.
Can I go check out the Executioner's Run?
The Executioner's Run.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear
Why?
there's some betting taking place.
What are you looking at the adventure?
No.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
Joke. Don't worry.
Alright, keep going
Okay.
if this is going to make us 32,000 gold.
I
All I had to do was look at the book. Yeah. I mean, you can go to Executioner's Run if you'd like. I'm pretty sure that Locke already went there and spoke to somebody, and spoke to this lady, and then hit on her, and did not get that mission.
Well, the good news is I'm not Locke, and I'm new.
That's true.
I'm new
And
in
she's
town.
gone.
Hey,
Yeah, you're right.
to
You're
it.
not
You beat me
locked, so you
to
don't
it.
stand a chance.
First thing I'm going to
Alright.
do.
If I didn't
is
stand a
clear.
chance, no one
All
does.
right. Okay. Eric wants to go back to chapter 1. We're all getting reduced by 3 levels.
Oh,
No.
God damn it, Eric.
That's fine, as long as I get my tattoos and shit. I'll fight. I'll fight first level, guys.
Okay. The merchant princes are already meeting. And who's going back to the ship? Who's going to the merchant princes? Or is there anything else that you guys want to do?
I'm going to go back to the ship.
Okay. J4 goes back to the ship. Who is going to the merchant princes?
And cocaine accessories.
Oh,
Gust
Right.
is.
I forgot that I made something when you said that, and I completely forgot.
Could I use my
my
herbalism
notes.
kit to make some natural cocaine for him?
So there is something you can do when asking around. If you're going around asking for like cocaine, the local.
That was definitely a joke. I was just bringing it up because I thought you forgot.
No, I actually wrote something here. If you want to pursue it, you can. If you want to leave it at that.
Not only
we
did I
can.
not forget, I prepped for it.
We're in the wrong game for to be looking for cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Well,
That's true. That's more of a Thursday night thing.
well, wait.
Actually, at this point, yes.
That is true. I made an item called Powder of the Wild Mage. So,
Can I
if-
try to recreate that?
Oh God!
all right.
Yes, baby.
We're gonna just give you a fedora and some sunglasses and a mustache, and It's gonna be the baby blue, powder of the wild mage. Uh,
Mm.
it's difficult. I know that we had another party member who was very interested in like the plants in the area. You're not really exactly sure what you would need to create this, but I think you would need to find some before figuring it out.
So what you're saying
like
is
Oh,
if somebody were to
TJ.
acquire that, I could try to recreate it.
Completely off
Yeah.
off subject. During my during those 2 days, did I read those? Did I learn anything from those books that I read about the culture?
They were written in Old Omuan,
Wow.
Ooh.
So no.
so no.
Is there any resource here that has languages, like a library that might have materials for old Omuan?
Wow.
You might be able to
Yeah.
get cocaine, but you cannot get books.
We have books.
No cocaine
We
books
have
for you.
books. We need to figure out how to read books.
That explains the weather.
I
We're in
can't
Florida.
read.
I
Um,
can. I'm pretty good at reading.
There are things that you can do to comprehend this stuff, but it isn't something you might be able to find a translator, but it could take a long time. This is considered like a dead language.
If I were to use,
I mean, like, if we can spend an entire 2
Hold-
years
hold on,
teaching
hold
a
on.
goblin infernal,
if I have a scroll of comprehend language, could I use
Oh,
that to understand
Yes.
Indeed, you can.
it? So I will do that, and we can gain that knowledge. I will burn the scroll of comprehend language.
Okay.
And let's
Yeah.
just have him rewrite everything in common.
Oh wait, is scroll of comprehend language? How much did a scroll of comprehend language go for? Just because I could replace it.
It's something you
500,
have,
I think.
but there is a potion of comprehension, which is comprehend languages.
Okay, so I have the money. I will buy 2 of those and mark that off. So,
Okay.
okay.
And
And,
just let me know when you want to use those, and then if
What I would
I don't
like to
know.
do, yeah, what I would like to do currently is I would like to attempt. Oh, thank you. I would like to use the one that I have on me right now to get that done because I'm back on the ship, and I figured we could kind of talk about that on the ship in a moment.
Wolfgang, I'm sure that you're fine with Tom reading the texts. He can read them aloud to you guys.
Cool.
It'll be like story time.
Yeah, I'll send you some things, Tom, for you to read.
Cool.
And
I like
so
story
J4
time.
goes back to the ship. Anyone else going back to the ship, or there are still other things going on?
If I've got my shit, I'd probably head back to the ship if I'm done getting all my things. Because I definitely shouldn't be the one to warn these princes. Has anyone said anything to them yet? Did I miss that?
Nope.
No, Gus was gonna do
No. Perfect.
Gust was going. I'm guessing Nevis is going. Because he said that we should report this, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but if
Nevis doing the right thing.
but if he's reading, if he's in story time, because
True.
it was his book, right?
True. I mean, you guys have a 4-day journey back.
Yeah, you could always do that after. Yeah.
And
He only does it when he's sitting at a meeting. Well, I'm gonna read it here. I've already set my mind to it.
I don't care what you're presenting. I'm reading this.
Right. But I really want to be there for it, so you can't hold it off for like 2 hours. I said that I...
Classic upper management move. Nice.
Right. It's my fucking book. My comprehend language.
TJ, can I ask a question about the map?
Sure.
Yeah.
So over here in the kind of docks district that we haven't been to yet, this is either a tree or a green dragon head sculpture, and I don't know which one it is.
Like that. Let's see. That's where goods are shipped. It is a tree.
Okay.
It's just
all
the
right.
center. Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like a cool point of interest with like the whole dragon turtle thing. That's why I was wondering.
There is a giant statue right in the middle of the harbor. Right there. And you guys probably saw it when coming in through the when you were returning the pirate ships. It is of a great cult king. But let's see. So you're there, and I'm still trying to find this story, making sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need to know for that.
If anybody wants something funny to see, scroll all the way over to where the harbor master is, and we're all on the map on the right-hand side as well right now, including a dead party member.
Yeah, true.
Gluski's
always with
dead.
you.
Ha ha ha. This is funny.
This is funny. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's tragic. Whatever.
All right, I'll send this to
Comedy and tragedy.
anyone who comprehends, and I think the only person who's going to comprehend right now is J4. Oh, shit.
Shit.
Where are you sending this through, TJ?
Through Discord.
Like,
Oh,
is
my
it-
message is far too long.
I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sending you the story, but all right, I'll send it to you in chunks.
Chunks.
There we go. That's it.
Chunks.
There you go. You can read up on that, and you can let the party know when you're ready, or you can just read it to the party. It's up to you. And then we'll go over to Gust, Nebus, and Weldy going, unless Weldy wants to go back to the ship.
No, I'll go. That'll be
Alright.
fun. Side quest. Maybe not.
All right. You have a meeting with the merchant princes, and as you approach, similar to how you were on trial, but this time as a guest, they move over some appointments, and you were before Wakanga and the rest of the princes. One thing you notice is that Jasmine is not there. Jessamine is not there.
Alright. Hold on.
And if you remember, Jessamine,
Plants and assassinations.
there was also something else.
Poisons and
about
herbs.
her. No, not about what she sells. It was more just about her personally.
Has scars of the death curse, and her daughter's
I was
messed
gonna
up.
say, was she? I feel like she was someone that had been struggling with that, and then Eric just said it.
Yeah, because she was trying to teach. She was having her daughter Mesra learn poisons from.
Oh, that's the
Rockweed.
one. That's who we were dealing
We
with.
went to her house.
That was
learned
that was Frank's penance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm surprised that if she's not
It went
there,
incredibly well.
Rock became the sensei that day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the next, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I
So
think it took me 2 days.
He taught
Yeah, I
some
did good.
broads to kill people.
Didn't fuck something up.
right.
All right. So you've requested an audience with us. What do you have?
Greetings, princes. We figured that it would just be time that we come back and tell you that big heart in the sky was corrupted by someone who's working for the Red Wizards of Thay.
The Heart of Uptown?
Yes. We heard that this was something that people used to worship or something along those lines.
Yes.
But
many
there's
would Bernie. Many
there's
would
one
say
that's known as Zaz Tam that they were
They
working
were
for.
looking for. We should also mention that they were looking at how to get to Ortho. Right?
Omo?
Figuring that's one of the places that they want us to go.
Ortho? Omu?
Omo.
Omu. Yeah. Sorry.
I didn't think we were mentioning Omu to them at all. But
Why wouldn't we mention Omu to them?
because we were trying to not tell them that we were trying to find the city, right?
We were keeping it secret, I thought.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to mention it. That's fine.
We were only gonna let the most minimal know.
Yeah, especially in a public forum, sort of thing.
Okay.
But also, like, yeah, we're here for informing you about the Red Wizards of Thay, and now we're gonna be on our way.
Yeah, where's your Nazis? You should probably keep an eye on that place.
Alright, we know that we have some here in the city. How did they corrupt the heart?
I do not know.
It seemed that they were performing a ritual, and it was being corrupted into a foul-smelling, blood-like liquid being exuded from it.
Well, the heart was eroded long ago when Uptow abandoned his people. Abandoned us.
Because when our companion tried to save the heart, it looked a little better.
Hmm. Well, that is good to hear. I'm not sure. There have been many that pleaded to have Uptow help us, but this is an old religion. No one really follows him anymore. So, but if you were able to purify
That's
any
fine and
land,
all, but like there's a problem because you got wizard Nazis hanging out there.
well, that's
These people are bad news in all
that's
realms.
What is a Nazi?
yeah.
Are they a good group of people?
That
Were they just
Imagine
misunderstood by
slaughtering an
history?
entire race of people
so,
just because you didn't get into art school.
You know,
so thank you for purifying the land, but that is good to hear that you were able to save a location in Chult, but that is far out of our jurisdiction. And if you're looking for any compensation for that. There's not much that we can spare at this time.
Oh no, we just figured we'd tell you because these people are bad news. That's all.
Well, we'll be on the lookout here. We already have some that we are aware of that are walking in the port now. But we're aware of this. Thank you for reporting this. Is there anything else
Can I
to?
make an insight?
Sure.
It's like the way they're just like calmly like
Oh yeah, we knew. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I guess.
is super sus.
I think they're in on it. I think it might be an inside job, but I'm not there. Also,
Can I assist with that insight check as well?
Sure. So their borders in Schult have been getting thinner and thinner, and the most that the people who go out to explore only go out to the forts. Whatever is beyond that right now, and the hordes of undead that are creeping up the peninsula and towards the port, is more of a concern to them than this small faction of people. And then the heart itself, what they're trying to say is that that has been given up long ago.
oh shit.
But they've acknowledged that they are keeping track of that faction that's coming into the city. But it isn't too much of a surprise to them. And then I'm not sure if they're actually understanding the gravity of what you're trying to display to them, because they're like, what are they doing exactly? And
Take over the realm, that's their issue. You know. Whatever. Not my realm, not my problem.
yeah, if
I always say.
it's difficult if you're going to say that they're looking for Omu or anything like that. Maybe there will be more questions, but just saying that they're here is there's like no other way to like have them grasp the gravity of this.
See, I originally thought that the reason why we were going was to tell them that they were looking for Omu. But if we're keeping everything about Omu secret, then fuck 'em.
I mean,
Yeah.
Keep it safe.
we kept it. Like, did we discuss Omu with Wakanga?
Yeah. He would be
Okay.
the only one. If you want to get a private audience with him, you could try to do that.
Okay, then yeah. If we could
Just
do
nod at
something
him.
quick,
All right.
yeah.
He's the guy who's friends with what's his name, right?
Yes, because we can also report that stuff in too, to him.
We could invite him
particular.
on our ship. Maybe.
Or
no, don't
potentially
wanna-
if we
don't
get
wanna
invited
surprise
back to
him.
his place, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If you're trying to imply that at all, or during this meeting, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Wakanga's picking up on something that you might want to say more because they're not understanding. So he's excusing himself in front of the other merchant princes, and he says, "Come, let's move to my villa." And so you guys go to him, and you have an audience with him privately.
All right, time to fill him in on his friend having been captured. The I don't know if he's friends with both, but we've got the two guys and the fact that the Wizards of Thay were searching for Omu.
Did they happen to say why?
They were looking for. Hold on. What was it? The Soulmonger.
Soulmonger. And what is that?
That is an item that was in a prophecy that talks about the dead rising and the dead keep dying and something along those lines. Basically explaining what's going on here.
So it's linked to the death curse?
That's what I believe.
Well, it's good that you have artists with you, but I'm sure that you should probably bring him far from here. The last time I saw him, he was nearly chased out of the city, and there wasn't much that we could do to help. Even some of the people that work with me would risk everything to get what he's protecting. Okay. How about, let's see. I'm not sure what else I can give to aid you guys. But if they're looking for Omu, it seems like this has gotten a lot more dangerous than we previously expected.
Apparently.
These guys do anything for power.
Right.
At least that's what Gus told me. I don't really know that much.
Right, the Red Wizards. Okay.
I've been cracking in on the history books on them.
There have been a few parties that have been up here questioning our people, looking for supplies, different things like that. Hiring guides and mercenaries, but besides that, they haven't done anything to outright attack our town. And I'm sure that
that's their tactics, though.
I'm sure that they're have malicious intent, but there's nothing that we can really do here until we can try to prevent it all we can. If you can foil their plans, please do. And I wouldn't trust them.
Yes, and that's what we were coming to tell you. It's good we're on the same page.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I should probably get back to the rest of the...
I know it's not important to the people anymore, but if they were hanging out at that heart, maybe you should have somebody keep tabs on the heart.
I wish we could. We're already spread so thin. There's not much that we can do. We're just trying to fortify for when the dead reach our gates, and we're not sure exactly when that is.
Right.
Well, I hope the airship is in one piece, and good luck, adventurers. As he walks back.
Let's get Argus out of get the fuck out of here, alright?
Off we go.
Sounds like a smart idea to me.
Explaining it to us, it's like we should probably just go. The longer we stay, the more at risk he is.
fort. Let's see.
So now it's story time.
Well, I figured
Oh
as people came
boy.
back to the ship, I could
Oh
share
boy.
that I was able to read.
Oh boy, a bedtime story.
It's fascinating. It is. So we jumping back on the ship and we're all taking off.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Our ham
Essentially,
sandwich,
we were told,
our ham sandwich and pal coming with us, or are they staying in the city?
no, they're coming with us.
No, they're
The
definitely
reason
not
why we're
staying in the
leaving,
city.
the
Okay,
reason
They're
why
just
we're
definitely
making
gonna
leaving
die.
so right
just making
away
sure.
is
Just making sure. All right. Well, I figure we take off and start like flying away. We plot our course to Omu, I guess, and J4 sits and he goes, "Well, as best as I can translate, this is a story of 9 gods. Long ago, long before any of us, the god Ubtao hardened his heart and vowed to weep for the people of Omu no longer. The rain stopped, the jungle withered and died, and death swept through Omu, which sounds a lot like what we're dealing with right now, actually. One morning, a wise Zorbo, I know not what many of these terms mean, I only know how to phonetically translate. A wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almiraj to help her. The Almiraj snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Ubtao spat out because he was a bitch. From that day on, Obutlaka, the Zorbo, and the Ijin, the Almiraj, became terrible enemies. So basically, everybody hated everybody. At noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omoan's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadan, again, I know not what this is, fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung named Locke stole it in her. It gets hazy here, but in her rage, Shag.
What?
Yep,
What
don't
was that
worry.
Grung's name again?
It was Locke, apparently. Shagambi, the Kramadan, forgot all about the Omwans and chased Nang Nang, the bitch, Grung, forever across the sky. This is getting really deep, I know. Stick with it. When evening came, a wily Iblis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Iblis sent a marsh frog, this one named Lee, to reason with the Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. Don't get any ideas. This amused Ubtao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. And when Kubazan, the froghemoth, returned to the paparazzi, the Iblis, he chased paparazzi into the swamp with his new tentacles. This is all verbatim. That night, a Su monster, again, no idea, broke into Ubatu's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Su monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa, the Jakuli, was too honest to lie. When Wongo, because what story is not complete without a Wongo, the Su monster found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up. All the while, Unk, the flail snail, lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, The light blinded Ubtao, and made his eyes water. Life returned to Umu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who saved them. So this is a really long, convoluted story that says frog people are crafty bitches, and also we got to get a giant snail shell to blind a god.
Like sands in the hourglass.
So, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I did the best I could. That was difficult, I'll admit.
I like the part where Locke was mentioned. That's weird that I have the same name as that god. I don't know.
Isn't it? It is strange, isn't it?
Super weird.
Aren't you supposed to be the reincarnation of the goddess Nang Nang, though?
Hmm.
We already killed Nang Nang. I don't know.
It sounds
What are the
like
chances that I'm two gods?
it sounds like the Kamadan forgot all about the Umans and chased Nang Nang the Grung forever across the sky. So you've been running for a hot minute if you are in fact I'm sorry. You have been running for a hot minute if you are in fact Nang Nang. So
I'm not Nang Nang. We killed Nang Nang.
So doth this say. Yeah. TJ, is it possible to know what all of these things are, ranging from a Zorbo to a Kamadan?
Yeah,
to...
roll 20.
Yeah, sorry, you were telling the story, and I was trying my best to
sweet.
post
I'm
them.
sorry, I was reading. So okay, so.
Yeah, and then the Sioux monster, we've already dealt with some of them.
What's the cat with the serpents?
That's the Kamadan.
Zorbo. That's the Zorbo. Okay.
No, the Zorbo is
the
up top.
Kamadan.
Yeah.
All right, we dealt with Sioux monsters. Okay.
God did get over their drama.
Kamadan, you already know what a grung looks like. Yeah.
So we've got Unk, the flail snail.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an image of Ubtao?
No, no, just in the Tomb of Annihilation chat, I put it as Jeff Goldblum, but no, there's no picture.
Okay, all right, Ubtao. I like it. And
Yep.
players from previous Thursday nights know what a froghemoth looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big frog.
With tentacles.
Yeah, it drowns people.
Well, yes. Yep. What was the... Hang on, I'm sorry. What was the Jakuli?
A Jakuli. They are a snake-like creature. Let me see if I can find it.
That's the one that crawled up.
No, that's the snail. The snail creature is called the Unk. U-N-K-H. Unk. Oh. Okay. It's almost like a feathered serpent looking kind of thing.
It's got spikes.
Go.
Yep, that's
Are there any other creatures? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have the grung, and we have the flail snail, and I think we might be missing one more if you had.
Oh, this Zorbo looks like a cuddly teddy bear.
Wait, which one? The first one? The first one's kind of
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say it's cute.
Yeah,
Except for, like, he's gonna
it's
skin his belly.
an Ewok from Chult.
Yeah.
No. It's Hamtaro on roids.
I really like.
Yeah.
I do like the Zorbo. I think that thing looks pretty sick. It's like a displacer beast that can't teleport, just has snake heads.
What do you mean? The Commandant?
Oh, you didn't
Yes.
include the name.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Commandant. No, it is. It's
Oh,
listed
alright.
underneath them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's underneath.
Yeah. I like the way the Commandant looks. It reminds me of a displacer beast, but different. It's cool.
There's one that's missing a name though.
Yeah,
Frog
that's Brockhemoth.
Alright.
That's the bottom guy. Not that that was difficult to figure out.
There you go.
Oh, did we figure out anything else on the map as we went through the areas?
Oh, good question.
Since or any other notable locations that we had found in their journals. I think those were the things I had asked about. I have to go back. It was any maps, notes on notable locations, books on local events, legends, and notes on discoveries was what I had taken.
Yes. Let me see.
And would the crew have been already made aware that I was one who deals with maps as well?
I mean, now is your chance.
By the
Reveal
way,
that.
if you need any help with map making, I can assist you, as I am a cartographer as well.
Was there? Did somebody purchase a list?
Can we roll to see if we know what a cartographer is?
Oh, Blues was a cartographer.
Doesn't mean that we know what it was.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, J4 did, because he was helping me make maps at one point.
That is true. That is
So
true.
you're also made of slime. I see.
I see. I'm most
So
interested.
that's what's going on under all that armor.
Well, it's
A cartographer, you say? Good to know. Tom, what were you asking?
Two questions. One was, did anybody purchase illicit drugs that I have to figure out how to remake? And two, with regards to the map thing, if our new companion says that, I might say, well, our former companion was involved in trying to keep maps. I wonder, looking over towards Gus, to just be like, I wonder if that's something we should discuss with this new fellow.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, we trust him enough, I'd say. It's been a couple days, and it's like, yeah, sure. So, yes,
He's one of the
I've been
guys
holding
now.
on to these maps. But if you can take them and make them work for us, yeah, let's do it.
sounds good.
All right. So you do find out about, from their notes, something called the Wreck of the Star Goddess, and a lot of them have.
Gerald.
And you also found out that there is a place called the Valley of Embers, roughly over here. There's a lake somewhere over here. And
Wow, perfect. Sounds like a party.
I would think that's Luo.
Luau. Same difference, really. Tomato. You know what I mean?
One has
you've also
grass skirts, one doesn't.
there's also markings on the map about different hordes that are going around,
Ooh,
places to avoid.
sounds like even more parties.
Sounds like Loch Ree's getting involved with all the hordes.
I looked up for a second, and then I just looked back down to whatever Lockery was doing. He hears like and he's like, "Oh, hordes." Not anything. I'm still thinking about that tiefling.
I don't want the D in that word.
He doesn't kneel down and start doing a full sprint yelling locusts. Locusts. Let's see. All right. So even with these, your plan is still going straight to Omu, right?
I think so.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Can go through some of that. Travel for a couple different days. Let's get this off the map. We'll say you get down to here. You do notice below you more and more all of these giant groups of undead.
On the
And
map.
luckily, yeah, below you that you get to luckily just fly over. You get closer.
Could we get like an approximate number? Like how big are these hordes?
It's hard to say. Probably like in the hundreds of thousands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is. There have been dead that rose up. There are people who just keep contributing to these hordes, and it's just. And not only is it just humans like Choltians and everything. There's explorers, animals, maybe a T-Rex here and there. Everything just zombified and undead as you fly over.
It's
You
pretty
get really
badass.
close,
Hmm.
and you see in the distance. You get to finally reveal where this is. Oh. Right here.
Oh.
Clear. And it's strange, even though you're flying up above, you get a pretty good view of this. But part of the difficulty of finding this place is how low the city is. Everything is so high up, and this is just deep in a valley. But as you approach, let's see if I can move you guys to the correct map. You are going to want to zoom all the way out for this.
Wow. Is that lava?
That's a ton of lava.
Oh, I was looking at the rivers at the top. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And
That's blue lava. It's even worse.
It's lava.
Iku will speak up and say, I don't think it's wise to fly down into the city. There have been tales of gargoyles attacking anything that flies over the city.
Ooh.
And give me...
How many things could be flying over the
Is that
city?
our level up quest?
Give me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
Coming in strong.
Coming in average.
Hey, up top for a seat.
Investigation.
While
Perception?
somebody is a standout student.
Gust is aware.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Come on, Nevis. Roll that nat.
See, I'm also rolling for, if anything, artists and Dragon Bait are impeding you a bit, but everyone, I think even if Nevis were to roll poorly, everyone averages out pretty high number, and you guys notice even from a distance that there are varying gargoyles almost every 100 feet around the edge on these cliff tops surrounding the city.
Could I make like maybe a knowledge nature or whatever that like this flooded half of the city is something that was not part of like the original city's construction? Like I mean, I'm not trying to like put too fine a point on it, but it looks like this is something that happened after the fact with like the flooded streets and everything, or was the river part of the city's construction and it's just overrun with that?
You do notice, even from this distance, that this city has not been kept up to par at all. It looks like there was some kind of huge cataclysm that happened over here with the lava pit.
Mm-hmm.
Something definitely struck the city. That it has this huge hole with lava. There might have been the river flowing down into the city, but it is now, there's no dam or anything like that, and everything is now overrun with water here. And so that definitely doesn't seem intended, especially with all of these. There's no bridges connecting these houses that are underwater. That definitely implies that there's no movement around there, that it's all just flooded.
Do we see a safe path that we should be, following in order to find a better landing area?
There are two places that Iku recommends. Is that we drop down here and we take the steps to the south west of the city.
Oh, okay, over
here.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, or we can head to the east, fly around the city, make sure that we don't fly over it, or else our airship will be attacked. But if we go up here to the waterfall, we might be able to enter through the river. Anywhere else, we would be passing the gargoyles, and I'm not sure if they would just let us descend any of these cliffs.
I mean, do they look like New Yorkers?
They are all walking here. That's about it. All you know.
So they can't even fly then.
Wait,
Can't
so
even fly then. They can
so
definitely
if we
fly.
fly over, they
They're
could attack
walking
us.
here.
But if we walk through, they won't attack us, or we can just stealth them.
If you are to go up to them, like these aren't just, gargoyles that are the statues. These are actually like the creatures. Like they're not turning into stone at any time right now. They're actual gargoyle creatures, and they are mainly looking above the city, trying to make sure that anything that flies over, that they can have it fall. But it looks like the only places that aren't heavily protected with gargoyles every 100 feet or so, it seems to be the river isn't protected as heavily, and then the entrance. But if you can try to enter from somewhere else, it's just that you risk the gargoyles
So we're gonna try to
attacking.
land.
They're even pretty present over the lava.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna try to land here.
They have a lava presence.
Come into this. Come into the city. Travel through here, and then.
Can our flying ship become a regular ship?
Swing over to the river. That's what we're gonna try to do.
You can, or you can start from this river up here. This is option B. So, you would go down this waterfall here. or you can go down through the steps. It's up to you.
So
As you discuss that, I'll be right back.
I'll go whichever way. The waterfall seems kind of dangerous.
I mean,
But also, fuck it.
hold on. I gotta look something up real fast.
Do we go with the fog cloud? Go up to the river, toss a fog cloud, kind of float in a little bit lower.
Could
Okay,
work.
So guys, I don't know if TJ knows that I have this.
Yes, no.
But I have
Perfect.
a scroll of water walk.
Ooh.
This spell grants the ability. Wait for it. It gets better. This spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless, solid ground. Creatures crossing molten lava can still take damage from the heat. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within the range gain this ability for the duration, and the duration is 1 hour. So, could we just walk down the waterfall?
Maybe like fireman pole.
Right? But then if we're falling 100 feet and then not landing in the water, it's solid ground at that point.
If you target a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round. But I have this. Like, we found this on one of the loot drops, and I grabbed it and put it in my inventory. So we have this. Now, my thought is maybe for when we have to get to the lava, because we probably will have to get to the lava, we keep this as like a backup. But it's something. I'm just putting it up.
Like, especially where it says you can still take damage from the heat of the lava. I don't want to be doing that.
Agreed.
But like, I like the idea of going waterfall and then maybe using that thing to cross if we need to. Or again, I like the idea of maybe tossing out a fog. We can keep Artemis and Dragonbait and Emu on the ship, and then they can kind of fly it back. Or what does everyone think?
Makes
Hold on.
sense.
Hold on. Artemis.
The fog seems good. I feel like we should hold on to the water walking and lava walking until we like.
Artemis has
Really
the
need it,
ability
I
to
think.
freeze stuff, remember?
What
At
is
least
it?
I think he did.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
can freeze things with his ring.
So
Yeah.
what if you just froze the waterfall and we climbed down the waterfall?
I mean,
Ice climbing can be scary in general, in real
Ice
life.
climbing can be awesome and fun unless you hit yourself in the face with an ice axe.
You
but
know that might happen.
No,
I don't know if that kind of changes anything, as opposed to climbing down just the cliff there next to the waterfall. You know?
That's fair. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. To be honest, I think for like ease of getting in the city though, the southwest makes more sense. Like, yeah, maybe we're gonna have more of a fight on our hands as we go in, but we're not gonna get hurt as we walk in. We can just land and walk in the city.
Yeah, I'm down for that too.
Okay, so the southeast.
I mean, we could make short trips to the river. We could try and make it quick. Then go down into the lava. Just dive in.
I still think we might want to throw out a fog cloud.
The fog cloud
Kinda-
seems good. I think regardless.
Kind of
of what we
hide us
do.
in there. You know, enhance it with the ship if we can. Get it, you know, really big fog coming in. Hide ourselves.
Okay.
Is there a plate just out of like so you put the oh my god
A
you
ship
put
just
the
runs over
token
gargoyles.
you put the token down at the southwest. Um, is there a way without the fog cloud that we could just easily like cover or mask the ship so nobody else finds it?
Oh, it is the southwest. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, you can try to mask it. What are you guys thinking for that?
I was thinking just using our survival skill or like a combined survival skill where we just like just create kind of like a blind around it so that it doesn't appear to be what it is.
If you would like to cast plant growth, you could heavily obscure it with the surrounding plants.
I don't want to do that because if we have to leave fast, I don't want to deal with being stuck in it.
Yeah, I mean, like strategically place it around. Like you would be able to fly right up, but if you want to like heavily obscure it through the trees and the surrounding plants, not to do the actual effect of like making everyone do a quarter speed or anything like that. I mean, like surround it and then have that just be your.
Could I just use Druidcraft to do that?
Doesn't that fade away after a certain?
Instantaneous. Yeah, no, yeah, that won't work. I was just thinking a cantrip would be a better thing to do than that, but yeah.
Like we can. I don't know if plant growth fades. I think it just kind of stays there. So that's why I mentioned that spell. But if there's anything else you guys can think of?
Like, so what's your thought process there, Tom? In terms of like, are we bringing it down and then just hiding it, or like, are we having is everyone coming with us? Because I was thinking of having like
I was
the
thinking
other.
that yeah, ham sandwich and Artemis would hang out on the boat and be ready so that if we got a split, they could split.
Okay.
I mean that was my thought, right? Like it's not perfect. It's just
Yeah, and then we're just keeping it down so that, and then we're hiding it, obviously.
Yeah, and I thought that if we did the fog cloud and we left the ship, we would have to find the ship in the fucking fog cloud, and that sounded like some bullshit. As opposed
Well, we're
to
gonna have to try and stumble away in a fog cloud.
Oh yeah,
too,
yeah.
So
I mean, just like I'm just thinking that like if there was a better way for us to just do some survival checks to try to camouflage it, that would be better than me dropping a like plant growth is a third. Plant growth is a third level spell. I don't want to drop one of my third level spells on the ship.
yeah, the ship isn't worth third level.
That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if we're
Paid a lot of gold for that ship.
if we're gonna survive, I would prefer to be able to do better things for everybody.
So I don't know.
My vote, if nobody wants to say anything else, is we land, we do the best we can as like a group survival check to hide it and stealth it, and then that's what we do. We just go from there.
Okay. Well, is it something that those guys could kind of have no problem taking off real quickly? And that would be for TJ. Okay.
Would they be able to take off quickly?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah. I
what's
mean, if
how long does it take to get the ship going, that sort of thing?
from the people you're leaving on the ship, even if they do have certain spellcasting abilities, they don't really have something that they can use to control weather. So they would be able to get it up in the air, but it depends on the surrounding weather conditions on how successful they are, or if they would even try to take
Well,
off.
they would be able to get it started so that when we boarded, we could immediately take off.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
filled up. And
but
everything.
if we if they aren't discovered separately.
Well, yeah, and that was, I mean, well, yeah, but they have spellcasting abilities and martial abilities to defend themselves, and we're staying outside of the city to not attract people in the city coming towards them.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about the Wizards of Thay stuff too, though. If they happen to find their way here, or someone else who's looking for this place. So not just the city itself being dangerous, but those coming from out the city.
You're right.
Wow, what a weird spherical ball of fog there is.
There's
Never
probably
quite seen that
nothing.
before.
There's probably nothing in the center
This
of
clear
that.
skies
So
and then a ball of fog right by the ground.
just it's not even like a ball. It's just a dome of fog.
Yeah. There was only something I remembered from Mage College.
I think I did my thesis on it, but I don't even remember Mage College at this point.
Ah, Mage College.
Yeah. I was way
So,
too hyped up on that wizard blue.
the WizBiz. So listen, I think the best we can do is,
WizDiz.
well, maybe this. What if, so can they fly the ship on their own?
It would be more dangerous without you guys that can alter weather.
So yeah, so let's land. Let's do the best we can to cover them up, and then just tell them to try to lay low as best we can until we come back.
Okay.
I mean, that's my thought. I'm not the leader of this party. It's just my thought.
Okay. Well, they respond, and Iku's was saying if that's what you think would be best, I thought we would be. I'd be there to help you. Travel, Omu. I am your guide after all, and Artis and Dragonbait. Dragonbait just makes smells as Artis goes.
Please
If you
don't
think
leave me with him.
if you think our talent if you think our talent is best used here, that's fine. We can defend the ship, but if you need to contact us at all, then
All right,
let us know.
change your plans.
Artemis,
I might.
Is there a way you can mask the ship so that it's not obvious?
No, we're gonna get 3 people for the cost of 1 spell.
They know that.
One of which has a Ring of Winter. I say we throw down a plant growth, and I mean look at what we're getting for it. We got Ring of Winter, Dragon Ham Sandwich, and Guide. And I know this guide can at least do something that heals a level of exhaustion.
Okay. I mean, all right. So J4
Just gonna
is
hide it
nothing.
in some plants.
Yeah, J4 is nothing if not like a party player. So he's gonna say, "All right, if that's what we need to do, then that's what we need to do." So he
I think so.
stretches his feathers. You hear that little like crack sound, and he goes, and casts plant growth to do the best he can to cover up with that, and just spent a 3rd level spell slot. Oh Jesus!
All right, on all sides of the airship, creates almost a giant wall of different plants, almost like just enough room to have this be an air pad. Also able to keep, you're able to make sure that the airship isn't easily moved, but you are also able to take off quickly if needed. And you just create a small passage just in order to get out of that. But on all sides of it, when you go around the perimeter, you do not see this easily at all. So it's pretty well hidden away. And now you guys are down here. And are you ready to descend?
Do this.
All right. Everyone should have control of that, and you go over to this building first. This is just the first stop along the way, and let me see what I can find here for. It's the city entrance. All right. A guardhouse stands near the entrance of the city. Arrow slits are cut into the small limestone walls, and there's an iron port cutlass that hangs over the gateway beyond, which you see an open plaza. Are you guys going to enter the guardhouse at all, or are you just moving past it?
Can we do a perception check on the guardhouse before we move past it?
No,
Sure.
no actual thoughts, just decisions.
Uh, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of rubble, different
I
things
just
like
wanted to see
that.
if we saw any movement in there. That's all.
You can throw out a perception check.
Ugh.
I mean, you
See
pretty
anything.
much, yeah, you see that this is obviously a guard tower. This would be a good place. If there were people in there and they had bows and arrows, they could easily have an advantage shooting through these holes in the wall.
Does
But I
does
mean,
our does our guide have any info on this?
on you have questions of the guardhouse?
Just like, have they come by here before? Is this something we should be like wary of and be silent by, or can we just move on?
I'm also sorry, because I need to go back to when we were traveling. I want to ask two things real quick. One, could I have been practicing my shadow stuff? And two, could we have asked? Because I was curious about Iku and how she knew where Omu was. Just curious. Not like, oh, well, what are your intentions? Just like, how did you find out about this place in the first place?
Please.
I yes, you could be practicing your shadow stuff. We can do a couple different rolls for that at a different time. But let me see. Iku's been traveling with you guys for a bit, and you did help her. Give me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah.
Gained enough influence over time. I don't know if anyone wants to help out. That's really good, considering the -3.
Yes.
Yeah. She'll look to you and she'll say, well, I am much older than I seem, and I have been here in Chult for a long time. I remember the days where Omu was the heart of this peninsula, and there have been a few times that I have visited. I saw a great downfall, and there was nothing that I could do to prevent it on my own, as much as I've tried. And I'm helping you, and I'm only trying to help people who will bring life back to Jolt.
Is there anyone who still lives in Omu besides the gargoyles?
Although this city is abandoned, it is far from being dead. There are plenty of different creatures that occupy this place. I'm sure that local tribes, there might be some grung here. Veggie pygmies have gone in for some time. I've heard rumors or sightings of kobolds, but
Are any of these creatures beings we might consider allies that we could join forces with in order to either bring Omu back or combat this plague that spreads across the land, which sounds very similar to the legend that we read earlier on the way here.
yeah, we might. I don't think that we should view everybody as
There be lads.
as hostile. We would. I'm not sure what we'll find here, but if we ran into the Red Wizards and they have an army, we might need an army to fight back.
So what you're saying is we should be open to what's a good word? Delegating.
Diplomacy.
With diplomacy. Yes. Well, I was thinking delegating, but sure. To enact with the peoples here, and perhaps bring them to our side instead of just combat.
Hmm. It would be good to
Okay.
enter with a few more party members.
Do the gargoyles here answer to a common source or a common person? Like, or is that something that like we could indeed rally them to our side as well?
I don't think that the gargoyles would be open to an alliance. They appeared long ago, and I'm not exactly sure of their purpose. I've only seen them attack people who fly above.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's worth a shot, I guess.
Okay, back to the ship conversation. So, you say that you're older than you appear. Does that have anything to do with Nanny Poo Poo and taking care of that whole situation?
No, I lived in Mbala before she took over, and it was sad to see so many people that I've grown to love pass from her taking over. The locals trusted her, and she made it appear that she was doing them a favor when she betrayed them all and created her own undead army from them. So that was just a chance to rid the evil from this world. And it was a test for you all. Make sure that you're on the path of good and the path of life.
Well, unfortunately, that day we were not on the path of life. Not all of us.
I'm sorry I could not help your friend.
Yes, well, it definitely happens, especially around here. Alright, so yeah. I think now it's... that explains that stuff. That's pretty cool. And then past the guard tower and see what we see.
I think you said there was a plaza we moved into.
Yep. So you're not going into the guard tower at all?
Well, we can.
Yeah, just a quick little run around. See.
I do a perception check to make sure that there's nothing inside waiting for us to,
Alright. Throw it out.
I did take a look, fellows, but I didn't see a thing. Apparently,
Well,
you don't.
it's a house, but I've been wrong before. I'm also staring the other direction. Yep, this is a guardhouse.
The king must have lived here.
The king must have lived here. Yes.
So they'll win the whole King of Chult. Live right in this little house.
You can tell by these markings. King markings, they are.
Yeah, alright, if you want to head into this shrine, or not the shrine, the tower, or the guard house rather, go into the guardhouse, look around, and it seems to be abandoned, but you see that there are a lot of different, some are etched into the wall, some of this are more recently drawn with either mud or paint or anything that you could find. And there's a couple different messages in graffiti, all in common. One says, "Fear the fangs of Resnis," or Raz. I hate these names.
Does another one say "fuck the 12"?
No, one
See that a
says,
lot.
"Eric, I've gone in search of the 9 shrines." Signed, V. It actually says that. It's specifically, it's specifically breaking the fourth wall and letting you
weird.
know.
There's
You know
Is-
of V, Eric?
A V?
Yeah.
wait a minute. Isn't that the lady that fell in love with him? Or was that with Gust?
Oh no, I'm talking
Oh,
to
yeah.
Eric. I'm not even
No.
talking to Weldy or Blusk. I'm
Oh.
talking
Right.
to Eric because it says Eric. There's another
straight
one.
Deadpool shit.
There's another one that says the puzzle cubes are the key. That one seems important. It says beware the frog monster. And then this
We
one
all
says, "Who the
turn.
hell is
We all turn to Lee.
beware the frog monster?" Yes. There's another one that says who's unkt or unk.
That's the snail thing. That's the snail thing.
Yeah.
Well, you
my
have the
favorite
answer.
one. My favorite one that's written here is "All hail the King of Feathers."
And then we all turn to J4.
Then
Well, it's about
there's,
time I got some respect.
"The snakes are not what they seem." And then the very last one is Kubazan equals bravery, Shagambi equals wisdom, Moa question mark. And that's what you see there.
Is the graffiti art any good? Is it bad?
Like, did they sign
varies.
it?
It varies. There is no sign. Some
And they weren't very proud of it.
no,
Yep.
they didn't sign. These seem like a bunch of different people leaving messages here.
It's like Left 4 Dead
Amateurs.
style with the writing in the safe room.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tag.
Maybe
figure
if
it
we
out.
pray to Mask, he can give us all of the information, being the god of divination and fate.
Is there no pronunciation for this?
Yeah, all of a sudden being devoted to that guy. Because you need him.
Well, no, Mask is
So-
actually the god of thieves, and I'm making that. Trying to be in character.
Yeah.
Well,
So I mean,
so
if you follow him,
Mask is the god of several things.
None of which is what I said he was.
I'm like, you're off, man. That's not Mask.
No, it's
Mask
Maverick.
Mask is a
right? But
different
no,
guy.
that's what you say, and it's just like, all right, well,
Jake,
do you pray to him?
my
Would he
God,
respond to you?
Listen, I quote or misquote sacred texts and
Right.
proverbs in almost every situation.
I see, but also no.
Rasnisi, Rasnisa,
Um,
Rasnisai.
so J4 makes
Nissa?
it a point to jot these things down and try to keep them in relation to the myth, the story that he related to everybody.
Yes. These do seem to be. They vary in importance. but
Yeah, there was one that was important. That's just like you gotta solve the Millennium Puzzle. There was one that was like this one's bravery, this one's power, and this one's wisdom. So I basically got it.
This one's Boko Haram.
The snakes
This
are
one's
different.
This one.
Snakes aren't what they seem. It's typical Orochimaru shit.
Super typical Frank bullshit.
No, there was the thing about the Frog King. Frog monster. So that's gonna be the Frog He-Myth.
Ability titles.
beware the frog monster.
I resent that.
Fear the fangs of Rasnus. I don't even know how the fuck to say this.
See?
I feel like Frog Monster was your name in college.
See? I don't know why there's an N there and then Snee. I have no idea.
Rashneech.
Yeah, I don't know. There's usually pronunciations
Fear the
next to
fangs
like
of
everything.
Rasnusai.
Sai. You know, I like
And then
that
it just
better.
makes it worse?
Sai. No, there's usually pronunciations like next to each monster. Like, you know, like you can say like talk to me for each thing.
Oh yeah.
Rasnusai is the proper
Hold on.
pronunciation.
Okay,
I just
thank
like to think that right next to that is some like really bullshit tagging that says Rasnusai till I die.
you. You can definitely write that. You can add to this. There doesn't look like there's any cops around. Jason.
J4 produces the smallest can of.
Then a
aerosol
gargoyle
spray.
comes out and beats the
Just
shit out of you.
Rasnusai till I die.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Oh, do we see
my
any
God.
tracks or anything?
Oh my god, there's so many gargoyles. Oh my god, they're only going after J4.
Oh,
What the
good.
fuck?
Then you'll pay with your blood.
And
So, yeah. Alright, you guys have found this place. I guess we'll move down.
To the next one.
A couple other buildings here.
Guys, we got number 1 done.
Hey, only 86 to go.
Pretty much.
That's another 4 weeks of campaigns. If we're lucky.
Alright, as you guys move here, let me people throw out some perception checks.
Come on, baby. Ooh.
All right, that's cool.
I ain't wrong today. But Gust is.
I'll do you one better. Come on, titty.
You're out.
Alright, guys. I
That's
would
fine.
this might be good because Gust will go with the party instead of running first because he heard it and then everyone being like, where the hell's Gust going? Everyone else hears some yelling in the distance, and just because you guys have one of these types in your party, you guys are familiar that this is a grung yelling. He's yelling at the top of his lungs, and it seems to be coming straight from the east. towards
Top of
the
his
line.
grung lung.
Is this like Kermit the Frog yelling?
Yeah.
It's back the way you came.
Help me!
So coming this way?
Where did you point?
Did this?
Yep.
I think J4 would say, I think we should, upon what we heard before, we should go see if we can apply any aid or help out.
Help with the
Yeah,
what?
he might have some gold. He might have some silver. If he thinks I'm a god, he might even be able to give us some.
Okay, so you guys
Okay.
are running towards the sound?
Oh yeah. I would.
I suppose. I don't know.
The grung.
I don't know what we're running to.
I kind of want to just see what's going on first. But
Yeah.
before I run into something.
Listen, Weldy, you're running. You know you are.
As you
Am
as
I?
you get as you get closer,
Some paladin.
Gust, you definitely know
I
that
don't live.
you definitely start to hear this yelling, and then
All
we're
right, it's
gonna go
time to kick it into high gear.
Gate of life.
right here.
Open the 8 gates.
Oh shit! I love this. The red background is what's making this.
As you
Oh,
as
boy.
you approach,
Oh no, not these.
and you feel the heat of the lava. In the distance, you hear there is a grung in the middle who's tied up to some sticks, and it's just a poorly made prison, but just enough to have him not move. He seems to be a young grung, and all of these veggie pygmy are around him in a circle, and they are doing this strange dance. It looks to be some kind of ritualistic sacrifice that they're performing.
Correct me if I'm
Oh,
wrong.
sick.
Wait.
Suicide is
correct me if I'm
badass.
wrong. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. But weren't the veggie pygmies super susceptible to fire?
And you just have to kill the king one, I think. And the other ones will die.
They're all around like this. That is what they're doing around this young grung.
Poor youngling.
Well,
Still
Still has
I'm
his tail.
We have to
I'm
roll
definitely
initiative,
sprinting.
Or just handle this.
Sorry?
I mean, I was gonna try and sprint right in the middle of them to the grung.
Hold on. I want to see this. So
I don't know how far away I was when I started to pick up the pace.
yeah, do you want me to just handle this?
You know, do your thing, man. If you think you can handle all of them, go for it.
J-Force says, I could easily just catch them all in a wall of fire right now.
We just don't
And
want
watch
to
the grung.
hurt the grung, right?
Well,
You know, maybe if
he
we
might-
save the grung.
He might get a little
Oh,
singed,
you know.
but they'll all be dead.
You could also just let
Now.
them sacrifice him. Why is no one
Does-
talking about that?
There is another option
There
here,
is another option.
says the grung.
We get some popcorn
just
and
saying.
just watch.
I'm just saying we should consider all of our options.
Let's watch this horrific savagery. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Audrey uses his action to make a chair
I mean, it really
I just rest on my
sounds
tail.
like
and movement to sit.
it really sounds like Locke is on the side of diplomacy here. You know, he's just saying, why jump to conclusions?
There's two sides to
And
every
I mean,
story.
hey,
Let
if
them
we're
kill
gonna
the
be
kid, I don't
diplomatic, if we're gonna be diplomatic with someone, we're gonna be diplomatic with the more people. If we need an army isn't just one.
That's fair. You raised-
Numbers.
All right, and you guys are just kind of at the edge of this, so you're able to see what's going on, and the kid notices you as they're all looking around. Some of the veggie pygmy have their eyes closed, and he starts to yell, but it sounds all the same to the veggie pygmy. And the only person that can understand this kid's yell is someone who speaks grung,
Aww.
God damn it.
because he does not speak common yet, only grung, and he
Wow.
yells out, pleading for help. And he sees you guys, and he's so happy to see some kind of.
And then he sees us pull out a chair.
Group of idiots? Yeah, okay.
I was going to say he sees this god figure that his people worship in a souped-up scorpion suit, and he's so excited, and he's like, "Please, please save me, Nag Nag."
My God.
Yang Yang, you're my only hope.
Oh my God. All right, I guess I have to do something.
Please, we have so much gold at your shrine. Please.
Oh, wow.
You better transfer some of that gold right here. All right, I'll walk up. Should we do initiative?
Yeah, yeah, we can. Let's add everyone here.
Since we're gonna be throwing hands.
Who's ever going up, I'm gonna go with them and be the shield. Because, you know.
I'll go up. I feel bad. Hearing that kid's voice really cut deep, and
just
he,
remember-
especially the part about all the gold.
I know, I'm not
Really-
gonna be able to do much, but at least I'll be able to be a shield.
Well, hold on.
That's
Remember that I can throw Rana up there, and if you
Yeah.
can protect him for a round, teleport him out. So
His god has to save him. Can I at least take credit? And I'd be like, "Yep, that was me."
I mean, if you actually do it, you don't have to pretend to.
No, I can't do that.
One.
I can't do the
Can't
work.
teleport.
Right.
All right. I think we have everyone in initiative. Brian's is 26. Yeah, it seems like you get to act first, like you said. You just get to walk right up.
like a god.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that, and I want to try and hit the. Would I be able to hit the one like if I moved up, kind of front and center, or even actually, if is it? Could I climb up like the statue here? On the that's on top of me, sort of.
Oh, that's like a building up to right above you to the north.
Yeah, could I climb up like the first floor of it or something to that lower roof area?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll climb up there. That'll be my movement.
Sorry. Did something ahead of time.
It's okay. And then I want to nail this one in the back with the squiggly lines with my bow. I'm gonna aim for that one. Does it actually look any different? Or is it just like a...
Does what it look any different? Any of these look any different from each other, or?
Yeah. One that has like the little marking on it.
I mean, like this one has the crown. This one, they're easy to tell the difference that this one is bigger. That's
Okay.
the chieftain. There is like some kind of weird creature that you see right here. That
Yeah, that is gross.
almost like a veggie pygmy dog.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I totally missed, I think.
A 9 against them.
Yeah, so I don't mean to roll it twice, it just doesn't show up.
That is a whiff, yeah. There you go. That you're trying to do on your turn?
I don't think there's much else that I can do. He's pretty... I'm looking right now. I remember the poison didn't really do anything to them.
Like fire did the most damage to them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't have any fire stuff. I was just gonna try and just hit the boss one, because remember that took them out, I believe, when you killed the big one?
Wait a minute. You had the chance to buy fire arrows or fire bolts, and you went to the whorehouse instead? Huh.
Well, that was only 100 of my gold. I spent the rest of it on other things.
Yeah, but 27 turns later, you're gonna wish you spent that 100 gold.
Got that.
Well, how's this?
sweet tiefling.
Can I roll with advantage since my rest and relaxation?
It's good you
Take that as a
rested.
no.
I can see that it was worth the wait.
Yeah, I
got
think
the
that's all I
well-rested
can
bonus.
do. If I hit a creature that's rerolling damage. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Which is unfortunate. So I totally whiffed, and this kid's starting to panic because his god just failed him.
Like you do.
You can do
As
it,
you do.
Moonman Rider. You can beat him. I swear you can. Gets annihilated in one punch. Yeah. It's not that bad. You just missed one hit. That's fine. Goes to Iku. And then it goes to
Good thing I didn't poison it.
Weldy.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up here, but I'm going to start off with, I'm going to cast a second level Bless.
Okay.
So that's going to target 4 creatures within range. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So whenever you make an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, which is, let me just make sure. Doesn't actually say.
Ooh.
That's not. Should say. Oh, 1 minute. Concentration up to 1 minute. So, for 1 minute, as long as I'm concentrating, you get a bonus D4 on an attack roll or saving throw. Anybody?
Me?
Yeah, you are included.
Ooh.
Everyone who got it, which is
Yeah.
everyone.
In the party, besides me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move up right here and just act as a shield, and then pass turn at that point.
If this guy dies before the turn order's up, that'll really suck.
Mm-mm-mm.
That would suck.
Yeah. Thanks, God.
Why have you abandoned me?
Sing it, Eric.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see this. What is this thing doing? This thing's gonna run right over to Weldy, and he's going to try to just latch onto you. Let's do a roll an athletics check or a acrobatics, your choice.
Damn. 11.
Alright, this thing jumps on top of you, and you are currently grappled by it.
Is it rodeoing him?
It's more like he hasn't actually done any damage to it just yet, or done any damage to each other. It's more like a dog that sees his owner. This thing comes up. It has 3 tongues that are coming at you.
Whoa. Oh, that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of the regular.
It's,
Down, boy. Down.
This one. And it's right there. But yeah, you're not attacked. You're just currently grappled by it. Then we go over
Oh, it starts.
to Artis. Let's see, Iku seemed to have cast a spell on her turn. That much you would have noticed, but it didn't really seem to do anything. It's more like a veil surrounded her. Artis walks over and yeah, he's going to try to stab this thing a couple times. Alright, 1 miss, 2 hits. Alright, he takes out his dagger and stabs this thing. 1 of them misses, 2 hit. And then does just a decent amount of damage. And then we go to Gust.
All right. I'm hoping that I can. All right. So I'm trying to run by these guys. Actually, oh, it's an older one. Hold on.
It was a mighty jump.
So that's 35 feet. Is there any way I could jump past these guys?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics.
Okay, let's see. Acrobatics 19.
Acrobatics.
Yep, that's enough to
Okay. So I know I'm
to jump over.
definitely probably, well, I'm at least potentially provoking from 3 in that case. Because we've got this guy, and this guy that I definitely entered and exited their range.
Yeah, they don't
And-
seem too difficult. Let me see if actually a 19 doesn't hit you, right?
No, it does not.
Yeah, then none of them hit you.
Okay. So I'm going for the king. Let's go with an unarmed strike to start us off. So that's a 24. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go the other thing, but that's all right. 9.
I'm just
And
gonna be like, yes, do my bidding. So this guy still gives me the credit.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is use my crusher 5-foot push thing to try and actually. Yes, does that get him off
No,
of there?
almost. It's right,
Okay.
right on the edge, right there.
Okay, so here's the issue because of where I. Yeah, just get out of the way, please. Because that was my 50. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna be hitting these other 2 guys with my remaining attacks. Alright, so first the one right below me. So that's a crit. 4. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Then the actually, wait, what do I get for when you score a crit with bludgeoning? Attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn. So if I, okay, he's dead. So the next guy. Oh, the other way. Alright, so that was it.
Okay. Yep. You see the chief grapple the young grung, and then it goes to 8-4.
Oh yeah, Gus, don't forget you had the +4 on your blessing.
Excuse me. So this is the chief.
Yep.
So these guys are basically intertwined right now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna cast a spell that's gonna potentially murder half of his crew, and I'd like to make either a diplomacy or an intimidate check before I do it to just say, "Hey, frog guy, let him go." No, they're not frogs. Hey, sorry.
Hey.
Hey,
You start threatening the guy that we're rescuing.
yeah.
Like
Hey,
you're adventuring with the grung, but you're
hey,
really,
hey,
really
listen.
racist against
Hey,
grungs, though.
yeah, I'm
Still.
trying to be the best I can do. Excuse me, sir. If you don't let that frog person go, I'm gonna murder half your army right now. Is there a
The other
response?
half will
Can I
just
make a
beat the
roll?
shit out of you.
Want me to
There's
roll?
there's there's no response.
All
If
right.
you want to
So
throw
from here to here, actually to here, and going this way, I'm casting tidal wave.
Ooh.
And I'll share. Hold on.
On the lava.
Why is it not? Oh, share. There we go. Nope, not on the lava. Basically, I'm about to do 48 damage to both of these, and then knock them towards the lava.
would you like to use the lava and change this to fire damage?
Ooh.
I apologize. How could I do that?
Just cause there's lava there.
Sure. I mean, like if you want to let me do some cool ass shit like that, then absolutely.
All right,
So
how is this like? I'm just figuring just because you're a fire druid,
so
and
maybe I start to cast this tidal wave spell, realizing that the only water around is the lava itself, and I just like instead of like intoning what I know are the natural words for water, shift it to fire because wildfire druid, and just like throw both of my wings up, and as that happens, this line of lava shoots across. It's actually 30-foot long, hitting those guys, and then it washes 30 feet this way, splashing all of them.
okay, let's see. Um, okay, so kind of like a line like that, so that it uh, just misses the grung.
Yes. Yep.
10 feet wide. Yeah, that could work. Uh, all of a sudden, the lava from below, right through this area, starts to move back and forth, and all of a sudden shoots up as it slowly takes over and pushes all of these veggie pygmy over the side. It takes out each one of these, and there's no sign of any of these veggie pygmy.
Cool. Because that would have actually been 5d8 because my enhanced bond.
Is our
And
frog kid okay?
yeah, I didn't hit the frog kid. And
I don't think you.
could I try to make
Thank
like an
God.
intimidate check against the leader now and just be like, leave the frog. I believe you should leave the frog kid alone, or I will burn you in a similar fashion.
Okay. And
Yeah, I mean, not good, not bad. So
no, have advantage. He just saw you control the lava that he was trying to sacrifice the grung to. That doesn't
it's
break the
it's
language barrier. I don't know what does.
two better, 16.
Yeah, that is just enough for him to fully understand that. The rest of these veggie pygmy bow down. Um, the this creature is still attacking, but you notice that the chief lets go and the other grung, or sorry, the other veggie pygmy start to bow down.
I would call that out. I'd be like, I believe, Gust, I believe you can stop punching them. The frog is going to be okay, but we should probably take care of this drooly monstrosity over by our new weldy friend.
Okay. Weldy, I need
Yes.
you to give me another athletics or a acrobatics.
24.
Very good. I was hoping that that would happen because Dragon Bait's gonna try to push this thing off you, but it's grappling you, so I wanted to make sure that it would
I
be
didn't
able to
fall into the
move.
lava.
Yeah. Uh, this thing falls over. It loses its grapple on you, and it falls. And you just hear a sizzle as the plant is destroyed. Alright. Goes to this. Monkey. I don't know. Nevis Wolfgang, are you still with us? I do not know. So it seems like this is wrapping up.
Oh man.
The little grung is falling for your illusion there. Locke. He's happy
Yeah,
that
he
Nang
thinks
Nang
he's
came
great.
to save the day. Uh, all right, it goes to you,
You
Locke,
know
at the
your
top of
god
the
Nang
order.
Nang. Alright, so I'll go down to the frog right, because the other ones have backed down basically at this point.
Yeah, they don't seem to. They seem to be surrendering, shaking a bit out of fear. But a lot of them have just been destroyed. The lava has
Nice.
cooled around here, and yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up and ask him what he's doing here, and also remind him to thank his god.
Oh, thank you, Nag Nag. Thank you. I was captured by these veggie pygmy. They brought me here, and I was about to be sacrificed. They caught me 3 days ago, and I didn't know what they were going to do with me. And then it looked like they were going to put me into this lava. I'm
Where did they capture you from?
oh up north. My father
Huh?
is there, and he has at the shrine, at your shrine. You know where your shrine is.
Yes, of course I know where my shrine is, but will you repeat it for the others in my party?
I don't know them.
In
No, no.
I
the
don't know
city of
them.
Donglungrung,
I am no, we
isn't
haven't
there?
been there. We've heard of that settlement, but we're talking about your shrine here in Omu,
Oh,
which is in like a
oh my.
weird, which is a strange term, but you realize that you translate it to Omu, and he says, "I'm Umbuk."
Umbuck?
I'm Buck.
Umbuck, I see you still have. Oh, yes, of course, that's what I said.
Yes,
Can
I'm
you tell
Buck.
us anything about this town or this area before I send you on your way so you can tell everyone of my godly deeds?
No, I haven't been this far away, and I don't know where my family is. Can you bring me back?
Oh, my god. Yes, I guess we could bring you back. Does your family have any gold to offer to a
Oh,
god?
there's in your shrine. There's so much gold. There's so much. It's bigger
Interesting.
than me.
Well, maybe it is something we could look into. The god and his minions.
Oh, so now we're minions.
We're pretty far away from where we started, or are we still
If we go,
Because maybe I just have him go back and sit on the ship.
Well, I think he'd have to come with us.
Is he too far back for that?
Hold on. What are we telling, or can somebody speak to these pygmy blight things and give them some direction too?
I don't think anyone speaks their direction. Aren't they aliens? Their language. We just speak the language of threatening.
You become lemmings. Go that way.
No, like again, I think that the lesson here is that we're supposed to be like garnering forces. So if we can get these guys to be there too, we know they're out there. So how do we can anybody talk to them, or can we try to do a linguistic? Well, we don't have linguistics. Just something along those lines.
I definitely don't know whatever language it is they're speaking. I forget what it was. It was some weird
try
language.
to do nature to talk to them.
you can throw it on nature.
I'll try as well.
No,
Oh,
only J4.
That's a
it
it's
didn't
not,
matter
not great.
anyways.
It's not great.
Yeah, J4. So it seems like you might be able to communicate through actions. It doesn't really seem like you're able to communicate from any language. It doesn't seem like there's any common language at all. It doesn't really look like they're too bright, even though.
Could I use one of my potion of comprehend languages to speak with them?
How does a druid not know how to speak with plants?
I mean, they speak
alien
a language.
Well, no. Before you answer that, I think the potion of comprehend languages only gives me the ability to translate for myself. It doesn't allow me to speak the language.
There isn't any language that they're speaking.
Yeah, they speak their own language. Like you, good luck.
No, that's what I mean. Like if I took this potion,
Yeah,
I
it
would
wouldn't do
understand
anything.
what they're saying, but I still couldn't communicate with them. So it makes no sense to take it.
Right. It does not seem like there's. It looks like they're communicating somehow, but it's not. They don't have a language.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. Is there an image from that story? So the story told of Unkh, the flail snail. Is there an image from that story that I know?
If not, could I try and recreate an image of what I think the snail is with my smoke pipe?
Sure. I don't know. There would be
I
an
can
image.
easily make that.
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they can point us towards where maybe we could find this being, the creature, that thing that that saved Omu in the past.
This thing looks up. The Veggie Pygmies look up. They see this smoky figure, and I guess that you ask, like, have you seen this before? And they just look at you, and they don't even have like a language. They didn't even. They are so alien that shaking their head yes or no, it isn't even on their radar. By this time, this guy gets back up and sees that he's conscious again and sees that everyone else is bowing, so then he gets up and he bows as well. But you ask them this, and there doesn't really seem to be any communication there.
All right. Well, I don't think there's much that we can garner from them, so maybe we just press on and send this young frogkin back to our ship.
Well, isn't there a shrine here that you were talking about, Ree? He probably has to get somewhere north of right here.
He said there was a shrine with a pile of gold.
32,000?
It was quite a bit. He said it was a lot.
32,418.
Do you know how much gold it was? Is it enough for a cool tattoo?
It's a ton.
Huh?
He says with childlike enthusiasm, "There's a ton.
He says a ton of gold.
There's a ton."
It's all fire, right?
Excellent. Let's get him
I think
home.
so. Yeah, I think we should have him wait at the
We
ship.
didn't save him
We just
just
show
for
him on the
him
map
to
where the ship
be
is.
in danger.
Just tell him to go there.
I assume that we're taking him with us
think
because
he'll
we're
just
going
take
Yeah,
further
he'd have to follow us because he would be
further
the
into the
guide.
city.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we'd have to protect him. It's almost like a
Escort.
like an yeah, it's an
The
escort,
escort
mission.
missions.
But
fucking
I don't think
Ashley
it's
Gray.
as bad. Because we can
But-
we can yada yada over the actual travel. But
Yeah,
What, like just traveling back there to the ship, dropping him off, and then traveling back to where we are, basically?
We would be just traveling to where we have to drop him off, and then
Okay.
continuing from there. But
Okay.
We should be doing some investigation of buildings along the way. Maybe asking him, "Hey, have you noticed anything activity in these ones or anything like that?"
Keep saying he doesn't really know much. He hasn't been outside of his,
Well, just
His
because he
town.
hasn't been outside of it, he doesn't. He can still see stuff around. He still has eyes.
Nerd.
he still has eyes. He's just a tadpole. He's too young.
He's developed though. He has eyes.
Too young, wrong.
We're very far away from our shrine.
Yeah, we should still be investigating other things around here as well as we continue.
yes.
Okay, he could just follow us along and just be useless.
Yeah, that's fine. But he has his god protector with him. So now this is less
That is
of
my
a
problem.
escort mission and more of a grung protection mission. You are the bodyguard now. Now you just have to, channel your
And he
or Kevin
Follow
Costner.
me.
Yeah.
Wait, follow me.
Does anyone speak snail, just in case?
Well, what is snail language?
Snail. Snailese.
I only got, I guess, Sylvan and Infernal
Talk.
and Draconic.
Oh, boy.
You
Oh,
slow. Like
Uh,
this.
There
No,
there
that's
does
No,
there
stop.
does seem to be a shrine directly to the north that you can see in the distance. And it looks like everything else, there's other places to the northwest. Directly to the north is some shrine, but everything seems to be going from like this boardwalk right here.
Did we explore either of these buildings? Or did they seem of note?
Not of note.
Alright.
So let's press on. Let's keep doing it.
Alright.
The idea was that we
All
get
right, but I'm pretty much
north.
falling asleep at this point.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So
I
I'll,
just wanted
I'll
to
take
see-
the little lad along with me.
I wanted to see where you guys wanted to go. If you guys wanted, either way, it's north. But I wanted to see if you would stay along the lava pit up here, or if you would go over.
I think going over to the main drag over here would probably be the best bet. But that's my goal.
Shrine.
I think we should stick along the lava. I feel like there'd be more guys in the middle. Are we trying to get to the spot that's like on top of the lava here? Do we know? We don't know exactly where we're trying to go, do we?
No, we don't.
We just.
But I
Okay.
figured if we go along here, we can at least explore all this stuff along the way. Versus now we've cut off, half
Yeah.
the stuff.
And in the distance, that does look like another shrine. It's difficult to see.
In the lava.
Yeah,
Basically.
this one up here. That looks like a shrine. This one looks like another shrine.
Hold on.
And
What ones are you talking about?
Can you make marks on the map?
shrine up here,
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place with the green light on
This
top
is
of it.
the entrance to these long roads. This is like their infrastructure to get from everywhere else. If you go down here, there is another place where noteworthy over towards here. It looks like some kind of city center. Doesn't really look like a shrine, but you have from the locations that you can see from this point, shrine directly north. That's you're pretty close to. There's a shrine in the distance over here, but it would be very dangerous to get from where you are now. You would definitely think like, oh, we should go over here and then try to cross. To get
Yeah,
to
we
that
can jump
shrine if
over and
needed.
glide and have to climb just a little bit.
Right. And then, yeah, so you have, I just need to know which, are you guys thinking city center, or are you thinking, let me see, what actually is the name of that? There's it's just a walled compound, or do you want to go to the shrine? And then, once you choose, we'll go, there's an event that might happen at either, and then we can wrap it up for tonight.
So, I mean, I'm thinking maybe, like, the lava, I agree with with his logic of, there's probably going to be less people. Maybe for the time being, we stay over here. Because we're going to want to start to explore everything anyway. So, the more we can kind of stay out of the eyesight of
You
anyone
just throw
watching
anyone into the lava, we
would be
come
better.
across.
Oh, I mean, it's 2 for 2.
Lava toss.
But we definitely have to make sure that we aren't the tossees.
Yeah, Lock's
We are
throwing
not
us
tossers,
any
not
ideas.
tossies.
Alright. Okay, so you guys are going to that shrine?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably
Yeah.
where we're
Okay.
going, yep.
Alright, let me just try to pull that up beforehand.
And if this is the Nang Nang Shrine, I think we're done here, right?
That is true.
Ding,
If
ding,
this
out.
is-
Wow. Got lost. And it was right over the lava the whole time.
32,000 gold exactly. We'll be back.
Alright. So... Let's see if I can just do this. Oh. It says reveal area. Reveal. And... Okay. Cool. I can bring you over. Everything should be black though. Let me know if you guys
Yes.
see too much. Okay.
All
Yep, just the corner
Nope.
Just the corner.
with a sad pond.
Yes, looks like a very upset face. Yes. And what looks like a Shaolin training regiment area.
Hmm.
Or
And on
or just a broken area because the planks on the side look like it's just falling apart.
Oh yeah. No, so the boardwalk is down, but the whole like run across and make forms happen on the.
Oh no,
posts.
trust me, I see it. I'm just saying.
Kevin, I think of anybody on this call, I would assume that you
Right.
see it.
So, like, absolutely. I mean, it brings me back to the Fight Science show where there was the ninja guy and he sucked.
Oh, I thought you were going to say about that time that you tried to stand on trees. And then I went, oh no, that's me. So never mind.
I mean, the worst part about when you were saying that, I'm like, I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I might have.
So there's a brook in the back of my parents' place that we had like a 2x4 bridge across. And by 2x4, I mean like two 2x4s nailed together going diagonally across it. And in the height of karate training, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
let's do kata on this. I never fell in the water, but man, that sucked, and I was like, let's do this. So yeah.
It looks like this is the Froghemoth shrine. There's a rectangular pool of murky water that stretches out before vine-draped shrine. There's rope bridges that once span the water, float on the surface, tangled with other debris. The shards of the toppled monolith form stepping stones to the middle of the pool, where a statue of a stone frog rises up above the water. That's supposed to be a frog that looks like the very disappointed face.
I
see
I
it.
think if we know
Very
this,
disappointed frog.
if we know this, I think J4 would call out and say, Kuba, excuse me, Kuba-san, it seems that we've come upon your shrine. We are looking to bring back the peoples of Omu, which was something you could not do, although decreed tentacles. Would you parley with us?
As J4 comes over here.
Hold on. J4 did not step forward. He's still there.
As I thought you said that you.
As J4 sacrifices himself into the pool.
He didn't go into the pool. He's just on the edge of the pool to speak into it, right? I thought that's what you were doing.
I called out in my best crow voice from the back, from 5 feet back.
Okay. All right. So you call back from 5 feet back, and I'm gonna put you in more danger now. Let's see.
Don't like it at all.
Yeah. You have disadvantage on this perception check
Okay.
because you didn't step forward.
All right. All right. 12.
Oh, you're just looking over the pool, and you failed to notice a tentacle that is coming out of the water.
Was it something I said?
It might have been seen. You just stepped forward. No, it's fine. Let's go with next time when we come back, we're gonna roll some initiative as this creature pops out of the
Oh,
water.
god damn it.
Oh, there we go. Wrap it up with the bow. There we go.
J4,
Set.
it looks like he's accepted your offer.
I don't like this. I would prefer that somebody else jump in front of his mouth, not me.
Yes, does give me an athletics or acrobatics.
Oh shit. I'll give you an acrobatics. Yeah, not great. 10.
J4 is lifted. Let me see. Oh yeah, it does have a huge range. You are lifted into the air. Similar to how you know, this
Yeah,
guy's lifted in.
certain things have
The
happened
creature.
before. Yeah, these guys are real sons of bitches. I know. That said, though, I have a plan because I think I think I can do a thing even if I'm sucked into his gut. So we'll see.
Oh.
Cool,
All
sounds
right.
good. All right. I won't hold you up anymore, Brian. You're good.
Time to
Go to
sleep.
bed
Sorry,
now.
fellas. I'm
Good
just
for you.
falling asleep.
I hear you.
That's it.
Thank you guys for staying and playing.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
GG.
Thank you for running. And we'll talk soon.
I don't know.
Yeah, GG guys.